Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I'm Catherine Heller.
Catherine Heller. Hello. How you
Yay!
doing?
I'm great. I just saw you, I feel like a few days ago.
As a matter of fact, you did. We'll talk all about that. First of all, happy 4th. Happy July 4th. It's America's birthday.
We made it.
250 years old. She kind of looks it, but hey, look, she's a dumb, busted old bitch, but she's our dumb, busted old bitch,
That's
right?
right. That's right. But enough about me, Keith. How was yours? How was your 4th of July?
You know what? People look around America. I love what you did with the place. It was easy breezy. I made some phone calls. It was almost an excuse to call people I haven't talked to in a while and just say, "Hey, I don't say this to enough people I love. Happy 4th," and that just got us talking.
Oh,
So,
you sent me one of those. That was very sweet.
yeah, yeah. But I do know how you're doing in general because Catherine Heller did visit me in Charlotte.
I sure did.
First of all, now that you're back to New York City, I'm
Yes.
seeing I'm seeing more flooding, etc.
hmm
How bad is it? Are you okay? Because you're New York tough. Over here, I'm Charlotte, I guess. But
Well, I
you guys are
mean,
New York tough.
I'm used to New York happening things like this. I was not used to the level of cockroach action that was happening the other night when we had dinner. So that to me was more
Oh, we
traumatic
left we
than
left dinner and on the floor in Charlotte on the ground outside. Just you're noticing every single roach on the ground.
there were like many, too many. Anyway, the point is, when I first got home, an hour into after my plane landed and I got in my apartment,
Right.
I put the AC in because I hadn't put the AC in yet. A huge storm, so bad that all the trees fell down. My internet went out, so I couldn't,
Ooh.
watch anything on the TV. And all I wanted to do was, watch shows.
They say what's more beautiful than the tree? I say a tree you can touch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well,
when you get those beautiful leaves on the ground and in big bunches. Oh,
yeah, so the place that got it the worst, and this is a shame, so this is why God maybe doesn't exist. The one tree that fell so much, I sent you the picture.
yeah.
That's the battered women's shelter in my neighborhood.
Oh
So
my
that tree
God.
got busted, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
oh man, I'm so sorry, ladies. But no,
And they
that's
probably
not the
say,
only.
like, now remember, what symbolize that tree symbolizes your toughness, your resilience. Rain comes, wind comes, animals come, and that tree's always still a
There
shit.
were 90-degree winds. Okay, it got pretty serious. It was pretty awesome for me. But no, the other trees did fall. It wasn't just that building.
Well, yeah.
But they are predicting tonight flash floods. It's not started raining yet. It keeps moving the timeline because we are actually very small. New York City
Right.
is tiny and like right on the ocean, so it always changes within a minute. And it looks like it may not be happening till later, and if it does, it may have already moved around. So far so good.
Okay. Did you do, I saw you right before the 4th, of course. Did you do anything for the 4th?
Yes, my downstairs neighbor. It was like super hot, right? So nobody
Yep.
wanted to do anything. So my downstairs neighbor has a grill, and she cooked at 1 in the afternoon and made us burgers, hot dogs, potato salad, pasta
Huh?
salad, dessert. Like it was. She loves to cook. She's awesome. You would love her. She has a dog. So the other neighbors with their dogs came over, and at 2 p.m. in the air conditioning, we had a great barbecue feast that she'd already made for
Good
us.
for you.
And then because, I was a little off on time wise and traveling a lot, and as you know, I like to sleep at strange hours, I passed out at about 5 o'clock, woke up just in time for the fireworks, and went back to sleep.
Not a bad life. Do you, you're into theater and whatnot. I picture you wearing annoying flag shirts and this kind of thing. And then do you find yourself like, I'm not doing it this year? Just because of the administration. I find myself doing that. I think there's nothing more beautiful. First of all, the American flag, honest to God, is the greatest flag on earth. It's the prettiest one.
Is it?
And I won't wear a flag motif shirt anymore.
I don't think you're legally allowed to wear the flag, too. So all these people wearing the flag, like, wasn't
Sure.
there a thing that's like you shouldn't wear it? I
You
don't
shouldn't
know.
wear it, but when I allow them when they make weird designs with it. I
I
like that.
I don't think I've ever worn an American flag thing
Okay.
unless I was doing a character for a show that somebody
Okay.
else dressed me as. In fact, I know several of those shows that I was in. Yes. I'm currently wearing my Gulf of Release the Full Epstein Files, You Fucking Liar shirt. It is the picture of the Gulf of
Right.
Mexico, but written,
Yes.
yeah, y'all can see it if you're watching. So, but that's it.
It's great.
That's me being patriotic.
Yeah, but like I would have like maybe, some annoying shirt, like the bald eagle with missiles under its wings. And I'm not wearing it now because it gives the wrong idea. And that's what Trump did to me and my country. And I don't like it.
No,
It's a
and you know
shame.
what? You still have the sleeves ripped off, and that to me is very American. So
Thank
I
you.
feel like you're. So what about you? What are your thoughts on the fourth right now? Like,
Well, there
it's
ain't
a
no
complicated.
doubt. There
Hmm.
ain't no doubt. I love this land more than the Indians did, so I took it over.
Yeah, it's weird. It was a weird thing, especially when so it was the National Mall, the whole county fair thing was a
Right.
bust. And as you know, because we stayed together for a few
Hmm.
days, and we were in definite vacation mode, which is
Yes.
great. And occasionally I'd read some of the news because I was really, so long as nobody got killed, I
Right.
was really enjoying the news about how miserable the fucking county fair was. Like inject it straight into my veins. Like that was so
Right.
fun for me
This is
just
the
to be
one in
like,
DC. A
yeah.
stage
The stage
collapses.
classes during Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of all songs, like the
Right.
most annoying song in the world, and yeah,
Which these guys fucking love. Like when you love America, I mean, no offense to Bette Midler, but that's real. Well, fuck yeah.
yeah, no, it was just such a hot mess, literally. But I think the best was when it did start to rain, and it was very dangerous because the entire arch that Trump was supposed to speak at is made of, I don't know, metal in the middle
Right.
of, I don't know, just a grassy knoll, basically. And they were worried about everyone's safety. And so when they told the Trump supporters, hey, or people who showed up for the speech,
Right.
you got to go inside. A lot of people were like, "Nah, no, it's fake news. Just made it up. I ain't leaving MAGA." And it's like, okay,
Right.
you stay.
I got my guns for the storm.
Yeah.
And I
But
won't forget the man who died and gave that right to me, and only man I'm quite sure.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my fourth is
No, it's a of course I'm being silly. It's a pretty great fucking country, and
it is.
you want to make a good omelet, you got to crack a few skulls, eggs. You got to crack a few eggs.
Speaking of good omelets, Keith is a great cook, by the way. Did you
Thank
know Keith
you.
is actually a really great cook? I
What do you
wasn't
mean? Well, the
worried.
more you say it, the weirder it gets.
True, but I've only
Actually, and promise ya, and you're not gonna believe this, and I don't want to start the show with lies, and I'm not. Of course I am.
there's a difference between knowing how to cook, like how to make things,
Right.
versus actually knowing what tastes great and giving you great options. So you
All
had a
right.
wonderful fridge, fully stocked with everything I needed. So it was all good.
Thank you. I was very proud of the fridge, and then
Mm.
I go, look, whatever you like, blah, blah, blah. Please don't be shy. Help yourself as well as I'll cook some things. And she goes, okay, you know what? I'm going to make a sandwich. Where's the mustard?
Oh,
Give me that fucking mustard of all things. Because I threw out I made a big purge, and if a couple of things were a day over expiration date, I'm like, well, let me just get fresh because I'm going to go to the store anyway. And I totally forgot the classic yellow
you had
mustard.
honey mustard, and I don't like. That's the only mustard I don't like is honey
Right.
mustard. I'm like, how did Keith know that? This is weird. This is already getting off to a bad start.
I
Do you remember
honestly
when I said
pictured,
that? I didn't.
yes, I felt it, and I pictured Liz listening, being like, "Yes, I told you about mustard." No, I usually have that
She warned
mustard.
me ahead of time, so
I
you know.
usually have that mustard. Don't tell your friends. I normally don't have regular yellow mustard. I do.
Too
Did you
late.
tell anybody?
I told
Text them
five
tonight.
people. Yeah, okay.
I usually always have the yellow mustard, and I was like, it was a kick in the pants. And then, and we'll get to this, but then on day two, I
Yes.
got a warning the day before, but whatever. They're turning off my water, and I'm like,
Yes.
and I'm such an asshole because I would, there was a time not too long ago where one summer I'm just visiting all my friends, my friend Adam, my friend Craig at the time, brother Love, and I'm like judging who was the better host, right? Just being
Oh.
goofy. But now I know I'm going to be judged. Do you need water? Would you like a condiment? Other than that, I have everything you need.
I believe my only question was, well, the pool still works, right? And yes, the pool was still there. So I was like, I don't care about water. What do I just
And I
want the
said, on your
pool.
way back from the pool, here, take this pot with you. God damn.
Actually, it's very funny. I did not tell you this. Two of your neighbors came out with buckets. This is not a joke. This actually
Oh, yeah?
happened and pulled some water from the pool. I think they were doing dishes or something.
For real?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it happened the first time. I thought, oh, maybe that's a maintenance worker. But then a woman came out and she was with the guy, and I was like, oh, they're actually getting water out of the pool. And they kind of looked at me like, I would do the same thing. So like maybe
I
they
guess
didn't get the
everything
alert.
boils out. Chlorine boils out.
Absolutely. I mean, if you need to do, I mean, chlorine is good for dishwashing, right?
Is it?
I'm assuming it's gonna kill stuff, right?
Is it?
I just guessed that they were doing dishes because it looked like it wasn't enough water they were going to bathe in it. It was more like, oh, we just need some water to do a couple of
Right.
things, right? So, yeah, that totally makes sense, I
Well, I'm
guess.
thinking of this just now. When I was 18, my dad kicked me out of the house, and I was eager to go. But it was on Independence Day. He said
What?
a couple of weeks before Independence Day, he said, you're making my life a living hell, and you have to leave on July 4th. And I go, oh, Independence Day. And he goes, is it? How
No.
fitting. Like, no, you came knowing that information. You're like,
How
oh,
did
it's
I
going to be
not
on
ever
July.
hear this? That's crazy. And did you leave that day,
I
July
left
4th?
on Independence Day. Yeah.
And you never went back?
I visited. I visited.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
he didn't hit on my wife to be at the time, so
Right.
we
Correct.
saw each other and said superficial shit. Yeah,
That's so interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's
Well,
really
he thinks he's
cool.
so deep and clever. Like at one time, this isn't too long ago in the scheme of things, but he brought up, "Do I believe in God?" I'm like, where the why is this even coming up? Who cares? And so and I go, but I'm old enough now, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I do too much. I of course don't. I'm an atheist, but I go, I don't know. He's like, like he didn't have a follow up. And he said, but you at least believe in Jesus Christ. Oh yeah,
This
you
reminds
believe
me.
Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior who died for your sins and came back from the dead, right? Like a zombie. That part, yes. I'm not a fucking full blown idiot. I'm just saying the Holy Ghost. I wonder, son. No question about three people in one person.
This
I'm
actually.
just saying there's the whale story. I don't know if you can live in a whale. That's all I'm saying. No, I don't believe in any of it. But I go, yeah, no, I don't think so. He's like, oh, I didn't fucking expect that. He goes to bed,
Mm,
gets up the next morning. First thing out of his mouth when he comes into the living room and the rest of the kids are visiting too, and he was up all night thinking of this.
of
He
course.
goes, "Good morning, son." Big smug smile on his face. He's like, "Can I ask you something?"
Oh
I'm like,
no.
no.
No, you already did. That's it.
It's
End
too
of
early
question
for this
answer.
shit. Right. And he goes, if there is no Christ,
Oh no.
how do we have Christ miss?
No.
And I said, that's a lot to think about. Thank you. And he's like, "Oh, it
He
didn't work."
said that?
He was so proud of himself. He's like, this is
Did he
going to be
just
good
figure it out?
because he's over. My boys are over for Christmas. So I think they're going to now. They never really thought that it's Christmas. They never
Mass.
put that
Christ
together.
Mass.
Christ
Yeah.
Mass, in fact.
Yes. Even I
Yeah.
put that together and I knew nothing. And I
Right.
still know nothing about
Right.
religion. Like, even I got that when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I get it. Christ and Mass.
But he's probably like in bed with my mom. He's like, I'm going to tell him Christ Mass. And she's like,
And
oh, Dad, no,
I
if there's no Christ, there's Christ, right, honey? Of course, I know there's Christ.
I
Well,
saw the picture of your mother, by the way. She's gorgeous. When you were
she,
showing me in the cab, the
yes,
memorial thing.
Saadia rating weird shit. By the way, some follow ups on Saadia at
Oh, please do.
keithandgirl.com. You could see emails that she wrote me after that last show. It's right there under the last show. But yes, yeah, I hear she's a good looking woman, and my dad tricked her by being the first person in town that went to college that's about her age.
Yeah, it's awkward.
That's
Well,
too bad.
anyway, sorry about that, Keith.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And maybe you're thinking, Keith, that means you wouldn't be here if they didn't meet. I'm like, I'm still sorry they met.
Listen, I
That's now
hate
that's selfless.
I hate it when
I'm still
people say to
sorry that
me
he was in her life.
when people say to me things like, "Oh, you believe in abortion? What if you were aborted?" I'm like, "Oh man, I wouldn't have to pay taxes or
I wouldn't
deal
have
with
to be part of
you."
this stupid
Thank
conversation.
you.
I'd be
Thank you.
flying around in heaven probably,
Guess
whatever
what?
the
I
fuck
I wouldn't
happens.
even be here. It'd be fine. You'd be happier.
That's right. Uh,
Mom. No.
Randy Quaid from the great movie Independence Day put out a tweet. He's a MAGA.
Oh, that's right.
We made the film Independence Day. People like to watch this movie on July 4th, of course. We made this film Independence Day patriotic by divine intervention because the producer is a woke Hillary Clinton fundraiser who is not patriotic at all. He thought he was making fun of America's spirit. Boy, does he regret casting me. Up yours, Roland.
Doesn't everyone do that speech from Independence Day from the president to be like,
Yeah,
"This is what a great world we are," right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're not like, America, fuck yeah, that's mocking it. That
Yeah.
Independence Day, the movie, was not mocking it. He's like,
No.
I went in there and I tricked the whole system, and with my acting skill, I showed the audience, no, I do
Mm.
believe in the power of this fucking country and fuck aliens.
I even forgot he was in it, so that says a lot.
Oh no, come on now.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
But yeah, those shirts, like I'm saying, these colors don't run. I don't want
Mm.
to see it right now.
Hmm.
So these
I
colors are running. Oh, that's kind of deep, actually.
Yeah, I remember
Anyways,
seeing a woman at one of those rallies wearing diapers, gold diapers, and had a shirt that said "Real men wear diapers" because everyone knows Trump does wear diapers. Which
right,
I'm not
right.
laughing at anyone who needs adult diapers. Like there's times
Of
where
course.
we could all use one, I guess. But it's like, really, you're wearing that? You're wearing gold diapers and that.
I
That's a
mean,
choice. And you know what? You should go to the National Mall during a thunderstorm and just see what
right.
happens.
I mean, don't
Sorry.
get me wrong. Fuck England. I never forgot.
True.
But it's just, yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. We have a
Yeah,
lot to discuss, Keith.
we got so much to
I didn't
discuss.
listen to your voice memos till I got home because I couldn't listen to them at work without people
Sure.
overhearing them,
Right.
And I had an assumption they might not be appropriate. So,
I I so don't want to look like I'm MAGA by wearing flag shirts that I'm careful when I go to drink water. I don't purse my lips in a certain way like Trump does. I won't even carry things with two hands.
that's it. He really does have a weird anus mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah, you
do.
just did that. You just did it. It looks like a pursed asshole. And it's kind of weird. And there's many reasons to hate him. And you can make
Hmm.
fun of his physical appearance all you want.
Sure.
And let's do it. But yeah, he really has a tiny little anus. But
You got to watch anything you say that you say. Or if you ran into a guy and you're like, "Oh, that guy has a big nose," you got to be like, "No Hitler, no Hitler." I'm
oh,
just
God.
saying.
No,
I'm just saying.
oh, that's real.
I
Ooh.
went from I was coming back from the bar and this and I get out of the Uber and I don't know I was being kind of silly but I just go it just turned midnight and I go Happy Fourth, we did it. But then I'm thinking it happened to be a black female driver.
And
And I'm like, and I
oh.
kind of, there was a split second where I almost went, I mean, I mean, uh,
Ah,
you guys
yes.
just had yours. So, you know,
Did you give her extra tips?
oh, of course I did. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Anyway, score your hot dogs before you put them on the grill. Bye.
Yeah, awkward. Yeah, it was such a weird time because I mean, I was born the year of the second centennial, whatever you want to call it, right? 200th anniversary, right?
Yes, the bicentennial, if
Yeah,
you
the
will.
bicentennial.
Yeah.
I don't know math. Well, actually, I did beat your ass in the math section during trivia night. But
Oh,
anyway,
wait, whoa. Who's jumping ahead?
I'm
We
jumping
would have
ahead.
never got,
But
well, I was hoping
having
we never got to that, but
having said that, I heard that celebration was really awesome, right? And
right.
so I was a little bit like, you know what, New York did it right. Our fireworks went off without a hitch because our,
Okay.
Muslim mayor socialist, who is
Right.
awesome, actually made things work. It's amazing how everything starts working in New York when people
Right.
actually show up to their job. So we had great fireworks and nothing went wrong. And there was no actual rain that night. And I think the weather gods really are looking
Okay.
down on us because, as we know, a lot of the MAGA people thought that the weather department made the rain happen. The whole Jewish space lasers theory of like,
Well, this
oh,
is absolutely true that they did the UFC match at Washington, D.C., and the Weather Channel said D.C. might have rain and bad weather that day. And the White House,
yeah, the
again, it's a
White
shame you have
House.
to keep saying this is no fucking joke. The White House put out a statement going, this woke headline about the weather. We're having this rain or shine. Weather Channel's like, what did I fuck? We said it might rain. Would you like an umbrella? Like, you motherfuckers hating this country.
It's kind of like when people shit on PBS. It's like, I don't know, guys, it's
Right.
PBS. They're just trying. All right. Like it's like the most basic thing ever, the Weather Channel.
You saw there was a soccer player, and I just followed the headlines on this story, but
Sure.
there was a soccer player that got a red card.
Yes.
That means you can't come back to the soccers. He's a great player. I
He
mean,
has
they're
to
all
miss
great.
one. He has to miss the next game.
Miss the next game, and this is
Right.
do or die. I mean, this thing ends this month,
Right.
the World Cup, so it's a big fucking deal to miss a game. Donald Trump somehow complained to FIFA and said that person shouldn't have got a red card, and FIFA, who gave Donald Trump the World Peace Prize, whatever the fuck that was, said okay, your dude's back in the fucking game. What is this weirdness?
It's well, first of all, FIFA's
Wait
always
till he
been.
finds out about green cards. Ooh.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, FIFA's always been a little escandaloso. It's there is how it's always been the history of FIFA of being a little shady in general. But
Right.
also, like all sports have been always shady a little bit, but they're just fun. Everyone's just having fun,
Sure.
right? So him putting his nose in it, much like when he showed up to the Knicks game, he just ruins everything.
Yes.
And it makes me sad because now if the US wins tonight against Belgium, because that's who they're playing,
Right.
some people say it wasn't earned or it wasn't deserved. And
Right.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of rooting for Belgium tonight. Are you?
Really? Look
Are
at
you?
you. I just won't wear the flag shirt, but I'm not going that far. I do love waffles. I do love
I
their
guess I'm the
waffles.
traitor, but yeah, the waffles are pretty good. No, but seriously, it's like it's so sad that these teams work so hard their whole life.
Right.
These kids, like are going through it. This is their Olympics. Just let them
I
have
mean, if this
their
was
thing.
part of the sport
Right.
where every country's president can use their negotiating skills with FIFA.
Yeah, that's so stupid. It's really sad. And it really is sad. I mean, I have a feeling it's gonna turn people away from hoping, like if the US team does win, and because they're going further than expected, like that's
Right.
incredible, right? But then it will look at like it's
Yeah,
undeserved or it's a rigged
sure.
thing. So,
Yeah.
and plus Trump did say, and maybe they do rig it, kind of like my election was rigged, but
He
if they win,
literally
he
said that.
literally said that. And he goes, but if they win, then it wasn't rigged, just like my election. And then he like
Right.
winked at the camera, and I'm like, okay,
I took it like he started to say it and then was like, what the fuck am I saying? Anyway, I got to finish the sentence. I already
yes.
started. It's like rigged, like the election. I mean, don't get me started on that. As if it gives people an out to say he was making a joke, but he's not a clever fucking person, and
Did
I
you
don't
wa-
think it was a joke.
Did you watch the video where he's saying that, and the person behind him was Michael Dell's wife? Did you see that woman? She looked terrifying.
Yeah, she did look terrified.
It was
Yes.
like upsetting. I'm like, wow, she has a serious problem. I actually spent half the day at my actual job working for the government, Googling her and just going
Right.
on a deep dive. Wow, why does he always surround himself with the weirdest looking people? So we don't focus on him. Is
So
that
you
it?
don't look like the only Dick Tracy villain.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Speaking of
good point.
sports and food, we do have to talk about the 2026 Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest winners.
Hmm.
This might blow your fucking mind.
Wait, is it Joey Bag of
You're kidding
Donuts? No, it's
me!
Chestnut.
It's
And
Joey
also,
Chestnut.
what's her name?
Miki
Mila
Sudo.
Mickey Sudo. Yes, man, they're good.
Of course, Joey won again. 66 hot dogs. His record is 76, so he's getting past his prime.
So who lost to him? Like, what was the next
Number
level?
two, 51 hot dogs. So his record
Ooh.
is 76. He only got 66. He got 66 in the most
Hmm.
cleanest country in the fucking world.
Right.
What a way to celebrate that. And second place got 51, more than 10 hot dogs left. It's not even close. The woman, Miki,
Right.
her record was 51. She only got
38.
38.75. That has
38.
something to do
Yes,
with
that's
what
right.
men and women get paid.
That's right.
And number two in women's was only 22 hot dogs. It's not even close when it comes to this couple.
That's amazing. And also, they have to eat the buns too, right?
They have to eat the
And that's why
buns.
they dip them in water and just
It's
swallow.
so gross. I actually
Man.
somehow I forgot about it this year, but I usually do watch, and it is the grossest fucking thing.
Yeah. I mean, but that is impressive, I guess.
Yeah, but
And they train for it like for months before they start
you
like
got to
strengthening.
train for
Yeah.
it. You got to train as a fucking judge because I mean the farts alone. If you're not used to that, being behind them with a scorecard, that's got a reek up there. Never mind the food flying all over the fucking place
Oh
and
no.
drooling saliva.
Did you see the kids falling asleep in front of Trump today? And then he was there. The kids were forced to stand next to him, and he clearly had just farted. And one of the kids looked at his butt like, "Oh no, no,
The
no."
innocence of a child. I
Did you
believe
not
you.
see the kids?
I
Oh,
don't
that
think I did see this.
that is the Pulitzer Prize winning photo right
Was it a
there.
July 4th thing?
It was today, so no,
Oh,
it was.
okay.
Oh no, it's a new thing. So that's why Michael Dell was there with his scary wife.
Okay.
They had just donated to the Trump Fund, the new 401k for new like kids, where they
Right.
all donated $1,000 to these kids. So all the kids were the
Okay.
first recipients of the Trump 401k. So they sat them in the Oval Office, and the kids fell asleep. One kid actually had a binky. He looked like he was about 4 years old. Has a binky, laying his head on another young girl who was like
Oh,
eye rolling. It was amazing. It was.
okay.
That's I'm like that's
No,
us. That's perfect.
it's so good. I
Look
mean,
it up.
we said that um about the swamp in DC, the literal reflecting pool. I'm like, if
Yeah.
all this stuff isn't a fucking metaphor,
Oh,
you
wait.
know?
He's
Like
holding
the
her
the
down.
reflecting pool and the green and the algae and the shit. It's like if that's not if all this the stage falling apart, yeah, if this isn't a metaphor of some kind. What I would like to see
Yes.
is during the hot dog eating contest when Joey Chestnut is so far and can destroy these guys. Don't just go for your own record because you're old now. You're not going to beat it. Just look at number two and just eat what he's eating. And
Yeah.
know that at any time you can just chug three hot dogs right in front of him, and then sit back, let out a couple burps, have fun with it. Show you're the fun. Make there be no confusion.
Absolutely. By the way, can you still hear me? My mic went out for 1 second.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Done and done. No worries. Yay, the storm is starting. I just want to make sure it wasn't Mother Nature getting mad at
Oh, we're
us.
God. No, God wants
Maybe
us.
there are these space lasers controlling the weather if we complain too much.
The Lord
Maybe it is
wants
real.
us. The
Who's to
Lord
say?
wants us to do this.
Thank you.
Did you
Happy
see
Christ Mass.
Happy Christ Mass? I never put that together.
I mean, I don't know if I'm right though. I mean, I put it together when I was a kid, so I never even Googled it. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna guess you're right.
Mm.
Speaking of food, I was watching the movie Burnt. Do you know this movie with
I've heard of
Bradley
it.
Cooper?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
He's don't bother. So I was watching the TV show The Bear. Then saw this movie with John Favreau, Chef,
Hmm.
where he's like a Michelin star restaurant chef. And he's the one who wrote, directed, produced this movie. So guess who his ex-wife is? Sofia Vergara. Guess who he's fucking now that he moved on from that relationship in the movie? Scarlett Johansson. Oh, good for John
Oh,
Favreau. Okay.
And is it old John Favreau or current John
It,
Favreau?
it, it doesn't matter if it doesn't. Come on.
He was good in Swingers. Come on now.
Okay. All right. So
I
anyway,
have a type.
then the algorithm popped up. Hey, do you want to see this movie Burnt with Bradley Cooper? And I lasted 7 fucking minutes.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh,
They show him. He goes, "Hey, I was a top Michelin star, and then drugs and alcohol fucking ruined it." So he probably lost his shit one time in front
sure.
of cameras in a restaurant at a critic. Who knows? And then he goes, "My penance was. It's a fake story. My penance was chucking 1 million oysters."
What?
Yes, he's like, I have to somehow put myself in a jail of some kind, and he'll explain it later, I assume. And so they show him shucking these oysters, but they don't even show him shucking these oysters. They show a stunt double
Right.
shucking.
The
He
hand
couldn't
double.
even be.
Yeah.
He goes, "That's hard to do. I don't even want to do four." And you see my face. You just see
Wow,
somebody
seven
else's
minutes
hands.
in. I thought Malignant was a record for you for
Oh
not
my
watching the rest of
goodness!
it. Yeah.
And then he goes, and 1 million, and he leaves this New Orleans restaurant that he's obviously working in. And you hear somebody that works at the restaurant going, where you going? Where's he going? Like, he's still an asshole after this penance to himself. They still need you to work that day.
Wait, so he still did that and then he left?
And then he just left. And so
What the?
now this restaurant, all I'm thinking is this restaurant has to hire a new shucking guy. And he's got to
Okay.
be like, and then the guy's like, okay, so I can work here? Like, yeah, but if that other handsome guy comes back, because the ladies like him, he's good on the eyes, he could be a Hollywood
Oh
star.
my gosh.
We're going to have to fire you and get him back. He probably just showed up one day with ice and oysters and started shucking. I need mignonette stat. And they're like, yes, chef. Why did you just say yes, chef? I don't know. What is mignonette?
I've never found him attractive, by the way. I
I
don't know. He
like
just
hearing
looks
that
too
for some
pointy, and
reason.
he's just too pointy for me. I don't know. He's got too many sharp features. I like doughy.
So he goes back to Paris. This is as far as I got. Goes back
Oh,
to Paris, and he's like, "Hey, I'm back. I'm going to get into the Michelin star business. I was shucking oysters, you say." And so he's having dinner with this chef, great chef that you can tell they have a past together,
mm.
and the chef of this restaurant goes to pour Bradley Cooper wine. He goes, "No, I don't drink anymore." And I'm just like, then why'd you let him open this obviously trying to impress you expensive bottle of wine?
Did
You
they show
just
the
had
scene?
five-star fucking wine in front of you. They're making it a production,
Yeah, the
showing you the
sommeliers. Yes.
bottle. And then here it is. No, actually. It's like, mother, that was
Did they do the thing with the
$60,000.
candle? The candle underneath the bottle show
They
the
didn't show
sediments?
that. You just
No?
assume
Okay.
it all happened. But you
Yeah.
saw him open it up at least, even if it wasn't a presentation. Like, this is the shit you like. It is. And now I'm opening it. No, I was just saying it is. You put that back on the cellar for another chef that gave himself 1 million oyster penance.
That's a
I don't drink.
that's a really good point. You should have said something like at the get, like, "Hey, heads up
Right.
before you bring that bottle, just so you know, I won't be having any of that. If you want to finish the bottle, that's on you."
Right.
No, seriously, that's just polite.
I,
Crazy.
I,
And that's as far as you got?
That's as far as I got, and
Well,
I'm proud of myself
I
that
kind of want to know how it ends.
I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at
No,
quitting movies.
I want to know how it. Well, then why didn't we leave Disclosure Day?
Right, it is different when you're in a theater and you're with somebody. We both
Yeah.
had to be like, we can go, right? We can go,
Right.
fucking right.
Yeah.
We'll get to that movie.
Yeah, we will.
I was watching Lee Cronin's The Mummy is streaming now.
Yes, you mentioned that I should watch the trailer. I have not.
Okay, so you just got to believe me when I tell you what this woman looks like, this girl in the movie. But a family is in Egypt.
Oh wait, I saw the trailer with you.
Oh, did you?
Well, it was one of those things where it showed up automatically, but we slipped past it. But they showed a little bit of it.
Okay.
Like it wasn't the full trailer. It was, but I know
Gotcha.
what you're talking about.
Did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
show a picture of the girl?
Yes.
So the couple loses their girl, their daughter. 8 years go by, and the Egyptian law enforcement goes, "We found your daughter." You see this daughter. I assumed it's just a trailer. They're showing you different parts. It's not exactly in order. the daughter could not be given back to the family looking like this. It is the most evil fucking thick-nailed, busted fucking scar fucking looks like a mummy, this
Yeah.
girl, without exaggeration. And it goes, okay, now family, go take care of this. Oh, surprise, surprise, it's fucking possessed. I got halfway through and
Yeah.
proud of myself. I quit. But you, what are you handing up? And they go, oh, its vitals are great. You'd be surprised looking at it. And they're like, okay, then I guess it shouldn't be taken care of in a fucking hospital and cleaned the fuck up. I'm in nothing better than family. And a mom knows.
Yeah, it's like
really
Monty
the toughest
Python.
job
I'm not
being a
dead
mom.
yet. It's like, oh
Right,
well, I guess
right. I'm
I
not
guess you're.
dead yet.
But no, we saw like 2 seconds of the trailer and then we moved on.
Right.
So I know what you're talking about.
No, I'm really picturing my movie would be like, we found your daughter, and then the dad sees it and he's like, no, you didn't. Goodbye.
Check, please.
You did not find my daughter. Take care of yourself. And the mom, it's so fucking stupid. So there's a scene there. It is fucking gross. But she goes to cut these thick, long monster nails on her feet. Okay.
No.
What? You wouldn't take a sand grinder and then give it back to you? They clean up a baby in real life before they give it to you.
It's true.
They're not going to give this to you. There might be a couple more studies to do since there's open wounds on her face. Egypt. And so the mom's cutting the fucking toes. Click, gets to the big toe, goes to click, toe starts coming up, and then like a runner in a stocking, it goes up her skin up to past her knee, and then the whole skin falls off and you see the blood underneath. And then he goes, the husband, hey, not for nothing, I'm glad she's back too. Maybe we give it to people that can handle this shit.
Yeah,
You don't
definitely.
think I can take care of my own daughter? I'm like, fuck off, Click.
Also, why are you trying to breastfeed next? What is happening?
Right.
Like, no,
Right.
none of this.
She
is
goes,
gonna
I
work.
can fix her. She floated already, ate a scorpion, puked up acid. There's a hole in the floorboards. You don't think I can take care of my own daughter? There's a hole in the floorboards from her drool. I think I know my own daughter.
She says that in the movie.
She says, you don't think I can fix her?
What?
No, you
Okay,
can't. I'm her
sorry.
mother. I'm her mother.
How does the
okay,
girl
and I'm
die?
her father, but that's not the same.
How did the girl die originally? And like before she died, but
They
not really.
a witch of some kind blew shit in her face. You know how they do, and stole her. That's all I know.
You know how the witches do.
They love to blow that shit in your face. That's a Santorini shit. They love that.
Yeah. Do you know that one of the things in the Great County Fair was a podcast, and it was an actual human being, person, male,
Right.
who was debating a 10-year-old about the Salem witch trials.
Oh,
Now, her argument was
that they deserved it.
no. Her argument was that they didn't, and he's explaining to a 10-year-old girl why that maybe they were a little too harsh on the women, but then again, if they were guilty, they should be burned. And the little girl's like, okay, why are there
If
five
they were
people?
guilty of being witches.
Yeah. But like, then he said maybe the judges were too harsh, and this is why you shouldn't expand the Supreme Court, because maybe we just need one or two justices. And it just turned into this whole hot thing. And the girl's like, I'm 10. So like,
Right.
But it was a real.
So we're
yeah.
supposed to give women human rights.
No.
What if they're a murderer?
What if they're a witch?
Yeah.
Which, spoiler, we are.
The mom is like, you don't think I can take care of my own kid? Then they show a scene. The girl's moves around in a wheelchair unless she wants to run all over
because
the
she's
place
half
backwards.
dead.
Yeah. And so she's in. So at one point, the dad sees like little mummy wrappings hanging off like the wheel of the wheelchair. And I'm like, it's day 3 by now. No, I don't think the mom could take care of this kid. There's mummy wrappings that you didn't notice on the wheelchair. Neither of you are capable.
I can't imagine who came up with the premise of this movie, but now I kind of want to watch it.
And the girl starts like going like with her teeth, and the guy goes,
Right.
"Wait a second.
Wait
I
a
bet you
second.
that's
She's
Morse.
hungry.
I bet you that's Morse code."
He says
comes
it's
to
Morse
him.
code.
He thinks it's Morse code. Then he runs to a box of him. He has 2 other kids that are normal. And you could say that when it comes to mummies. And he opens a box, like little keepsakes, and a box of hers. And hers, in this box of mementos, she had a little book from Cub Scouts or something like that that said Morse code. And she's like,
Oh,
this
so
is the
she's
Morse code. So he
communicating.
knew with the dots and dashes to look at this little book about the simple guide to Morse code. Use ChatGPT. I don't.
And
I hear it funds wars. I don't want to. Like, what are you looking at? A kid's fuck with? Take a picture of it, show it to a computer, and it'll tell you what it says.
also, you could just show it to the wife and go, "Oh, I deciphered it." She's saying, "Please kill me. I don't recognize you as my mother anymore, and you can't save me."
I
Yeah.
saw this on the Keith and the Girl Reddit. Somebody says, "Why doesn't Keith use Letterboxd? It seems like a good pairing for his movie disease that he has to see every movie ever made."
Oh, letterbox. Yeah.
Have you heard of this?
I have heard of this. Yes.
Letterboxd without the final E is
Right.
you know how people do.
Yes.
And I wrote, it sounds
DOXT.
pretentious and ridiculous. I looked it up. Letterboxd is a popular social network and tracking platform for movie lovers, often described as Goodreads for movies. It allows users to log the films they watch, rate them on 5-star scales, rate reviews, and maintain lists and wish lists. The diary, keep a chronological order of every film you watch, complete with date and tags. I would sooner be a Yelp elite reviewer than
Well,
this stupidity.
it's similar to Rotten Tomatoes. I went on Letterboxd because when the Melania movie came out, they weren't allowing reviews to come out just
Right.
yet because it was so bad. They were like, like Amazon, much like with JD Vance's new book, there's no Amazon reviews because they were so evil. And Jeff Bezos was like, sorry about that.
Right.
So,
Funny.
and so I was trying to find any review I could find, and something sent me to Letterboxd, and they did start posting them. Then they had to take them off. So like, if you could find them on the internet, they were trying, and then they get taken off within like an hour. I mean, I had the answer to my question the second I saw the trailer, but I wanted to
Sure.
read and I
Right.
did watch the movie, by the way, on a dare.
I didn't last 10 minutes.
Problem is, the friend I was with was like, I dare you to watch this. And halfway through, I was like, I can't finish it. He goes, I triple dog dare you. We agreed to this. And I'm like, God damn it. So I did. And it
Does
was
she really is she as stylish as she is in the beginning? Does she
She is-
stay stylish?
I'm going to be completely honest without
Yeah.
sounding mean. I truly don't understand how you can live in this country as long as she has.
Yeah.
She does not know how to speak English
Mhm.
because everything she said was scripted and anything else, like she couldn't come up with words. I also believe that she's very, very not intelligent only because she's like, I like the one with the collar.
Yeah.
And I want the green. And then she'd walk away and I'm like, oh, girl. Like it didn't make me feel bad for her per se. But part of me is like, she is really dumb.
In the beginning, she's
You know
looking
what I
for
mean?
I do know what you mean, as a matter of fact. She's looking for an inauguration suit, whether it's before, after, or what, of the inauguration. And they go, would you like the square shoulders, which we have here to present to you, or the round shoulders? And she takes them both and goes, I'll have to see, won't I? And they go, that's why she's
Brilliant.
so fucking good.
They say
That's-
that the guys who were dressing her, and then they're like, okay, so for the inauguration meal, what would you
Right.
like? The plate. She's like, I like gold and white. And they're like, she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
Like they always cut back to these assistants who are just
Right.
blowing smoke over. Like the great thing is she knows what she wants. It's like she just knows the words gold and white. Have you seen where she lives? She's
no.
literally describing the White House with the gold.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. Right.
That's all the
what I
colors
like.
that she knows. Like, I like the gold and white.
Right.
It's like I think she's like asking for help by blinking, but we don't have the Morse code book in front of us. Seriously, I'm trying to be careful when I say this, but I don't think she's. I
Yeah,
think she's a
it's-
little very highly not that smart.
And Catherine's saying this. Catherine already gave like a caveat. I'm not saying all moms are bad. So to say this about Melania, you must really mean it.
I do.
Reviews and ratings. Share your thoughts on films and read reviews from friends or the wider community. They're always wrong. Your top 4. Display your 4 favorite films on your profile to showcase your taste. Who gives a shit?
Oh,
Maybe
it's like
4
MySpace,
It's
but
like
for
MySpace.
movies.
And also, but right. I can pick 4 people. I can't pick 4 best songs ever made. That's
Depends on what
goofy.
breakup I'm going through, please.
Right.
Depends on the mood I'm in, or if I recently got laid. I have a whole gamut of songs and
I
movies
s-
I watch.
I said my 4 favorite movies, a journal of when I watch things, plus I'll assume you debate about movies there. I don't debate. I just give the right answer.
Yeah, it's true. You
We're
are
not having a
mostly
this
right
is
about
not a
movies.
discussion per se back and forth about the Mummy. If you think it was great, you are wrong. If you
I feel
enjoyed
that you and
yourself,
I-
fine.
We agree on most movies. Most. Just
Well,
the
you're-
one we
you're
don't
a
talk
human
about.
being.
But that's
Just
fine.
what?
Yeah. Just Malignant. That's the only one we
Just
disagreed
Malignant,
on.
you stand
That's
by.
it. And that's fine. I'm still your friend.
Thank you very much. By the way, let me mention this. Speaking of Katharine Heller,
What?
KeithandTheGirl.com, you can take a look and see that Katharine Heller was on the recent episode of Diamond Dogs.
I'm the diamond bitch.
cleverly titled Heller High Water. And this diamond bitch is fucking fantastic. And if you go to keithandthegirl.com/ Katharine Heller, KATHARINE, Heller, you'll see all the times she was on, over 60 easily.
I thought you
And
said almost 60 years. I'm like, what? Keith, I just turned 50.
back in 2013 was the first show you were on.
That's right. Yeah, it was so great being on. I was very honored. Yeah, I mean, your pals are awesome, and it was
Mhm.
just truly a pleasure to be on. And there was a lot of laughter and love and appreciation all
And you
around.
told a little behind the scenes story of Diamond Dogs and getting dick pictures as we were recording the first Keith and the
That
Girl
was
show.
the so very. I'll keep it short, but if y'all want to see the full story, you can either call me or text me at 917, no, or or become a member, I guess, or just get
Hmm.
onto that somehow get onto the Diamond Dogs episode. But basically, long story short, keep it on the brief. I was about to be breaking up with somebody while I started flirting with somebody,
Hmm.
and that person was watching live, and they were in real time sending me photos and sending me sexting stuff during that episode. So I put the phone down under my chair to like, because I didn't want anyone to see,
Yes.
And then he's like, "Oh, now I know the phone is on your pussy," and I'm like,
Right.
"Okay."
And when
He's
it vibrates,
British.
and it vibrates, but it's also vibrating to a dick picture. So it's like there's something
And
there.
listen, that was one of to quote that woman in Titanic, the 80-year-old Rose, it was the most erotic thing that has ever happened in my
Wouldn't it be
entire
funny if
life.
looking back,
Mm.
I go, kind of, this might sound weird. You don't think she had dick pictures under her ass, right? That were vibrating during the, no? I don't know. I'm getting a vibe.
It was fun though. I had a good time that day. But I had a great time because I got to be in her show and I was very
Very fun.
nervous because you're like my heroes and you invited me on.
All
And then I
right.
was like, "Did I do okay?" And you're like, "Eh."
I
And
mean, for a woman, yeah, but we carried you. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, speaking of relationships, celebrate with their star-studded wedding in MSG that you can't go or see.
That's
I,
right.
I saw a picture of Hugh Grant, and he's always like this in the public. He's promoting a movie or whatever, but he always acts like he's fucking bothered. And I see him in a picture. Paparazzi are taking a picture. He's in a suit. He's with a woman in a nice outfit. But he has this look like, why are you bothering me? Because this isn't fucking normal. You don't rent Madison Square Garden, perhaps the number one venue in the world. It's world renowned. And then go, could I get a little privacy, please? No, you know it's an event. Taylor and Travis don't really want their privacy, even though you're not invited. It's a trick about fame. You're a part of this now. And
Well,
they deliberately made you walk through the front door.
so here's what I'm thinking recently, right? Adam Sandler was the officiant, right? And as we
No
know, the
joke.
Knicks
Adam Sandler officiated, yes.
and as we know, the Knicks just beat the Spurs, right? In the
Right,
the basketball World Cup, as you will.
right.
I think it'd be hilarious if they asked one of the members, like Wemby, to be the officiant and make him go to Madison Square Garden and officiate the wedding,
Okay.
right? Because then he'd like, I kind of want to do it. Like, I kind of have to show up at there again, even though we lost. I think that'd be a fun thing.
Would you lose? I'm sorry, I did miss a step.
What the Spurs
Oh,
lost.
right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
so like
yes.
making them go back to Madison Square Garden and
I
officiate a
see. I
wedding
follow.
would be fucking hilarious.
I saw The Onion said that Taylor Swift's adding additional dates to her wedding in LA, Miami, and
Oh no, no,
Boston. Yeah.
that's so good.
Keep the love going. Here's
It was kind of weird that it was such a public
such a
thing
public thing that is
during
private.
yeah, during 4th of July and New York City is like really busy.
Right.
So like you got to make the cops do extra on July
Right.
4th weekend at the 250th. Like we had tall boats, tall ships or whatever they're called going through
Yeah.
the harbor. Like there's a lot going on right now. Maybe you could have just waited a couple days.
Taylor Swift just married Travis Kelce at Madison Square Garden with reports claiming a prenup designed to protect her estimated $2 billion fortune against his reported $80
Obviously.
million net worth.
Obviously. Yeah.
The
You got
agreement
to
has
do that.
sparked debate after claims surfaced that it includes an infidelity clause carrying penalties reportedly as high as 20 million per
Are you
violation.
serious? Per violation.
Per
Like it's got to happen
violation.
more than one. Wow.
He
Wow.
can fuck 4 times somebody else.
Oh my gosh, that's very interesting.
And like I don't if you okay, I get caught, right?
Right.
And you go, "Hey, you owe me
Yeah,
for
but that's
fucking last night. Do I owe you just 20 million for the night? Or is it if we
right.
did it a couple times that
Or per
night?"
text or like for, flirtatious stuff going on. Like, is it the actual sex act, or can you flirt with someone
Now,
else and send them
if
your
you throw an
titties?
inappropriate wink, that's 10,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Some people already view prenups as a sign that trust is missing before the marriage even begins. This
Bullshit. I
clickbait thing
know. I
says.
like prenups. I think they're good.
If that's true, what does adding a clause? Blah 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 blah. Maybe that'll be the poll. When I was young, I did think, hey, that kind of takes the love out of it, doesn't it? But I love it. You're not going to
Mm.
cheat, so who gives a fuck? Sign
Did
it.
you get a prenup when you married?
No,
Oh, did you think about it?
no.
Oh,
But I didn't think. I wasn't old enough to know. Sometimes these things don't work.
yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I think I would
So
now.
I collected her money.
Yeah, you
Sweet.
did. That's
Pretty fucking
right.
sweet. They
Mhm.
said the Taylor and Travis that they had 20-minute vows.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, how is that possible? Like,
What?
that's 40 full minutes of them talking. That's a lot.
Is there a
It's almost as
singing
much as we've been
break?
talking now. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like, that's,
Or like it's not verbose. He just really takes in information slowly.
oh my God. He does it in Morse code,
He
like the
gets
mummy
busted up a
girl.
little bit. That's all.
Yeah. Do you think the mummy girl actually was talking in Morse code? Sorry to go back to that real quick.
Yeah, yes,
I
and
hate that.
because it said I looked it up what she was saying, and she's this is in the movie, of course. I didn't look it up, and she was saying the name Layla. So now the cops are going to look for somebody named Layla, probably the woman who stole her in the first place. That's
Oh, and
all I
then maybe
know.
she gets back alive if Layla undoes the code.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's how
movies
it
don't have
ends.
enough time to be like that's a red herring. It wasn't Morse code. It's Morse
That's
code.
how it ends. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so going back to the vows, I did see that, and I was curious about that because if it, you know how weddings, like the person at the officiant has their thing, and then
Right.
maybe they do a Bible verse or whatever, the family does something, and then the vows happen. Um, that usually doesn't, like, everything else takes so long anyway that I've never seen vows more than 5 minutes max
Right.
each. You know what I mean? Right?
How I guess money's the only thing you can do though when it comes to a prenup, right? Like if I catch you cheating, you have to kill yourself. You can't do that, right?
I mean,
You promised.
listen.
You have to start doing like, base jumping and shit for a week or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 without a helmet or a parachute.
Dear
Um,
Keith, yes, please. So yeah, you're pro prenup in general for the
I
record,
think it's a
right?
good
I do too.
idea. I
I do
do.
too. Why not? Fuck
Yeah.
you.
What's the worst that could happen? You break up?
Yeah.
Okay. At least you got money.
Give you a little something.
Oh,
Dear
something.
Keith, I'm newish to Keith and the Girl, and I, like listener Michelle, love what I'm hearing, especially the raw vulnerability of a surprise breakup and how it feels. I never
Mm.
heard it put so bluntly and interestingly, and still so heartfelt and so very funny.
Keith, that's you in a nutshell.
And if you ask me, sensitive enough to the other party, it's refreshing and great to hear, and it's helping me through something I'm going through as well. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Also,
really sweet.
yeah. Also, me and my girlfriends were hearing your show in the car, and we all laughed at the idea of you finding a stranger's picture on social media with your ex's name and masturbating to that person to quote take away the power of your ex's own name. We loved it. Best of everything, Joe K. Thank you,
We were
Joe.
joking about how you can name a cockroach after your ex, you
See,
know?
right?
Like there's zoos that do that, and it's like, yeah, that's fun,
Yeah. Somebody said, "Do you still talk to Liz?" And I go, "To Liz? No, she lives in Brazil." How are we gonna match things up? Here's another helpful idea that came
Go
to
on.
me. Okay, I don't know how many people are able to use this if it's only human beings with penises.
Mm,
Um, but if you're a dude or you have a dick, and your ex leaves skin lotion behind,
okay.
here's what you can do. Put a picture of her on your computer, let's say,
Okay.
masturbate using her lotion to her picture,
Oh,
finish,
okay.
but then
Uh-oh.
lotion is not good to masturbate with. That sting and burn you have associated with your ex,
Oh.
and now there's a bad feeling all around, and I think that'll make you move on faster.
You just reminded me of a time that I was in a show and
Really?
we were sponsored by the female version of Viagra that is topical called
Okay.
Zestra,
Yeah.
which is not on the market anymore for obvious
Oh.
reasons. And I was like, well, I'll go ahead and try it. So I didn't read the instructions and I put it on my clit because I
Mm,
just assumed that's what you do because you can.
sure.
No, it literally said, and I found it the hard way, that you're supposed to put it like more like in your vulva area, but don't touch the clit because this is so strong that it burned. And I remember my boyfriend at the time was like, "Everything okay in there?" And I'm like, "No," but
Right.
I didn't realize that masturbating with lotion for men is not pleasant.
It's It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
How so? Like, I thought it was
Maybe it's
like.
just Dove lotion specifically, but no, it doesn't burn like shampoo, but it's not good.
Speaking of which, I left my shampoo at your house that I bought at 7-Eleven, so I
I
could.
love. Well, I'll try that next. If
Yeah, yeah. But don't. I'm not your ex, so don't be weird about
right,
masturbating
right.
with my
No, but
shampoo.
then so you do that, and then later in the day, a couple hours go by, and you go to pee, and you feel that burn again, and you're like, yeah, fuck you. That's healthier,
Aw.
I think. I think that's healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we women do the same thing, but it's when our exes give us STDs. And next thing you know,
Well,
this is not a joke. Starts to hurt when you pee, it's like, oh, your dick's been somewhere. I actually
yeah.
had to go
I'm
to.
gonna move on.
I went to Planned Parenthood for an event when I was dating, and somebody basically I caught. It's a very specific kind of yeast infection, but it's when someone's been with multiple partners and there's new
Uh,
juice going in. You're not using condoms when you have
right.
agreed to use condoms, and
Uh,
and then literally the woman at Planned Parenthood looks at me, the stirrups, and she puts her face up. She goes, "Yeah, your boy's dick dirty," and I'm like, "Okay,
oh,
okay," and she's
okay.
like, "Yeah, he fucking other girls," and I'm like, I found out now.
Right.
And
You're
so anyway,
telling
yeah,
me.
yeah,
God damn
it
it.
was good stuff.
No, there's not. Catherine was there for me when the breakup happened, like
Um,
5 or so months ago, and like I said, supportive. Some people they try to be supportive. They're like, "Yeah, bigger and better things. She was never that great," and blah, blah. No, she was perfect until she was gone, and et cetera, et cetera. And then sometimes you do want a simple, yeah, that's fucking tough.
yeah.
You know?
And also, yeah, I'm sorry,
No,
just
that's it.
real quick, and I think I said this before, but when somebody says, I never liked them anyway, or something like that, it's like, but I did. So what does
Right,
that say about
right.
me?
Yeah,
Don't
you're
ever
right.
say that, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I love this person,
right.
so go fuck yourself, and you're not my friend anymore.
So, so for 2 years, you were thinking I was fucking mentally challenged, that I was,
Yeah,
and I
that's
know they're just
exactly how that
bigger
feels.
and
Yeah.
better things. I'm like, I know, but it's been 2 hours.
No. And listen,
And
I was there for you, but not physically there for you until at least 6 months because I needed to process your
of
pain.
course, that
I
makes
needed to go through
sense.
my own journey to.
But and then you have so many questions. Never mind, just like what happened or what did she think was lacking. I just want do they think about me? Just
Yeah.
curious. Even if I'm not trying to win you back, I'm just curious. Did you saw the same TV show I did? I know that. Did that hit you a certain way? You hope just certain things like when if she gets mad at her daughter, it's like, go to bed. I'm on my wits end with you. Will they lose their shit and be like, I bet Keith was on his wits end with you. Goodbye. Like just
Yeah.
once. Well, that would be nice to know. Just
I will
once.
say this with honesty. Of course, she thinks about you. I
Thank you.
mean, I don't know what she's thinking about you,
Well,
but
you hope regret, right?
you can't not think about the person you either broke up with or whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, it goes away after some time when you've been the
Of
one
course.
been broken up with to the point where it's like, what was his name? But
But I do,
of
to
course,
be
that
clear,
person
I
thinks about
I wish the best for her.
you. Of
If
course.
she wants a bigger family, I hope she has that. I hope her hard work at work pays off and that flourishes. I just hope that for 5 minutes or so, she wonders if she made the biggest mistake of her life, knowing deep down that she'll never be as happy or treated as well and adored as she could have been. And I hope that happens every single day for the rest of her fucking life. That's all, but I
Yeah.
wish the best.
No, and truly, I've never met her, but she seemed nice, and also you loved her, so it makes me go. There must have been something wonderful about her, and I'm not like, oh, that bitch. I'm more like, oh yeah, I'm sorry that it didn't work out for Keith, and I think
Does
about you.
she know how good I did at poker last week? Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
this
You
is the
could have
real
been with a
reason, Harry.
champion.
This is the real. Oh, that's right. So he's called the champion for a reason,
That's
PE,
right.
and ladies with a capital P.
So, of course, we
There we
do
go.
Keith and the Girl chat every Wednesday.
Mhm.
Catherine was over, so she was part of that. And we play poker as well, which, is always a funny dynamic because people do get real in that chat. And
Oh yeah,
sometimes they're
they
like,
do.
yeah, my job laid me off. And then I'm like, full house, fuck you. Sorry, you were crying. And so, everybody's a cool sport and it's a good time. And I'm not the worst at poker. And then, we'd have a tournament every so often. I happen to win the last three. A whole new record has just been broken.
I know. I was there for it.
We now do 3 games a night. You can join as many as you want, as little and as many. This has never been done before. I won all 3 games in one night.
Whoa!
Shit!
Who?
How does
What's
that
your
go on my dating
secret?
app?
Who was the muse? Who was the witch who blew that thing in your face
That's
and all
true.
of a sudden you won? Was it me?
You were there. You were right there. That was the difference.
It was very difficult though because I was seeing the cards that you were getting pulled up, but you're also on the Zoom and we're
Yeah.
watching. And I, of course, don't want to like be like, oh yeah, totally go all in.
Yes.
Like I had to keep a poker face while watching you play. But it was fun
Right.
to watch everyone play, and also I had such a great time. I think I'm going to join this week actually, just to not play, but I would love to catch up and watch other people play poker.
It's very fun. It's
Yeah,
very fun. KeithAndTheGirl.com/chat every Wednesday, about 8 p.m. Eastern.
all good, awesome people. Super fun to catch up with people I haven't
Very cool.
seen in a while.
Although, excuse me, Saadia showed up, and which she does, but I just it happened this way where I wasn't in front of the computer. I don't know if I
And
was helping get a cord for your computer. You were in front of your computer,
yeah, I was stepped away for a second. Yeah.
and I put it together after, but I did hear her voice. And she was like, she said, somebody recommended I shouldn't come into the chat. And she obviously wanted me, or at least somebody, to be like, no, no, just sometimes you're a little too much, but you should stay. Never mind. You saw that picture of my mom because she wrote my mom's funeral home being like, oh, sorry, Mrs. Melly, you married a wanker. Anyway, here's $29.95 for some kind of death tree to be. I don't know where this tree gets planted, by the way. I don't know
No.
why you gave my dad $30, but anyways. Um, and she said, so maybe I should just go. And everybody's like, okay.
Okay. And I was
Then
hearing
she left,
I was
and I'm like,
why is
wait, what
everyone
I
so rude
miss?
to that person? And you were like, that's the woman I was telling. I was like, oh, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
then I put it together.
Yeah, and I'm really sad I already ruined the joke that I wanted to buy, like to just punk you by buying a little tiny tree and putting it outside your building and just
That would
not
freak me
saying
out.
anything.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's
Yes.
still a good. We'll figure out a way to freak you out. It'll be fun.
I
I know your
mentioned
address. I know where you live now, so I can do some shit.
I mentioned this the book I'm working on, which is about fake reasons that my ex left, and one of the reasons is she couldn't believe that a grown fucking adult loves his dishwasher so much. It's been over a year now. Man, I love this fucking dishwasher. So when I give you the bedroom and I have an air mattress next to the dishwasher, that is fan noise to me. I did
Yes.
sleep very well. Yeah,
You know, I actually slept very well. I think we both slept too well at your place
we
because I
did
was
well.
in full vacation mode. And you know what's great about you as a host is like I'm very independent. I'm like I can do my own food cooking, all these things. You actually took off work and we were hanging out and I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh." And you were overly like at first like, "Oh, can I make you food? What do you want? What do you
Right.
want?" Then I realized when I'm hosting, I'm the same way.
Sure.
So I was trying to convince you, like, no, actually, I'm completely fine just fucking around in the living room while you're sleeping. Like, I can feed myself. I'm good,
Right.
But we did sleep a lot.
I,
And
I like I like how comfortable you were.
yeah,
I even enjoyed in a way, meaning how comfortable you were. That while we put on TV to watch something and you fell asleep halfway through, I'm like, good, you're on fucking vacation.
yeah, well, that's me. But also, I was coming off the Xanax from the airplane.
Sure.
And I
Well,
did warn you about that.
the first thing we
Yes.
saw a couple things that we're going to review for you. Louis C.K.'s new stand-up album, Ridiculous. Now, we both despise what Louis C.K. did.
Yes.
Taking out his prick. It's what the New York Times article said he did, and that he said, I admit I did that. I have to look into myself. I didn't just ask somebody. Now he tries to change the narrative.
Right.
We're like, no, my freakiness is I ask people, can I take out my dick and
And we've
masturbate
seen
in
I
front
Love
of
You, Daddy, and it is a full-on
it's
shit
just
show. Of
that
the
was a
inside
slap
of
in the
his head.
face,
Yeah,
and it came out at
absolutely.
the same time.
Mhm.
But no, he did block doors of underlings and take the dick out as a surprise and start masturbating. This happened.
Yes.
So don't forget. So I despise this fucking guy, but I do have the disease that I still have to see every fucking thing ever made. I saw the Elvis movie. I saw the new Michael Jackson movie.
Right.
I didn't do it. So, if I'm not going to go to Madison Square Garden and see Louis C.K.'s comeback, that seems that's supporting too much. But if it's on Netflix that I already paid for and it's right there and the world's going to talk about it, I got to know. Like seeing Tony Hinchcliffe. I think he is a racist. I got to see his fucking special. And thank God I did. Because I wouldn't have believed people telling me how horrible it is, quality-wise. And now I know it is 4% on Rotten Tomatoes for a reason.
Oh, it
It's
started
not
at
just
9
people,
and it
like
kept
trying
going
to shut
down.
it down. Yeah, it started at 11. It's down to 4 now. Last time I checked.
Well,
I'd
also,
like to know that. So I'm like, all right, and maybe I won't like it because it seems to me I've noticed that when these people get canceled, for lack of a better word, they 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 get hacky. And
Mm-hmm.
they get hateful, they get hacky, and it seems the base that combine, between the two things, seems to love that and eat it up.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I guess we should all get canceled more often because I want a Netflix special, but okay. So
Right?
yeah, I did fall asleep for two reasons. One, I did want to watch it because I was curious, right? And if it's already in front of me
I
and
thought
I'm
you got
curious.
Cosby, and I'm like, no, this is a different guy.
No,
Okay.
no. I did warn you. I was like, I'm getting sleepy because the flight, I need to take Xanax, and I came off of red eye from California
Hmm.
to the morning and then waited 2 hours and then flew to you. So I was like definitely on a lot of no sleep. Not only that, but like 2 hour drive before and this and that, whatever. So by the time I got to your house, I was feeling really cozy and happy to be there. And then you're like, let's start watching this. And I was like, cool. Warning, I may fall asleep. It's no
Right.
comment on Louis C.K. And yeah, the part that I remember, he's of course he's very funny. He's a great storyteller. It was
This
yeah,
stand up, it's fucking great. It's very, very good. I don't watch much stand up on TV because I'm burnt out by it.
right.
I can't believe these things are called specials. And sometimes to me want to do stand up
Yeah.
again, even though I do it, once a year, hardly ever. Um, I need some kind of inspiration. And Louis C.K. his Shameless, for example, was an
Hmm.
inspiration of his. This is inspirational in that it's fucking funny and it's clever and it pisses me off. I didn't think I'd play it and just hate,
Hmm.
but I was ready to,
Hmm.
and it was
You
funny.
can be very talented and still be an asshole.
It seems to
I
be.
mean, honestly, like Michael Jackson, great dancer singer. Did he touch kids? Yes.
Of course.
You know, this is true. And so yeah, so I did fall asleep, but I blame the Xanax on that.
The when Louis C.K. he gets in trouble for taking his dick out.
Mm,
He ended up winning a Grammy anyway for
yeah,
his album Sorry,
he's
which
fine.
which he changes the facts and is like,
Hmm.
he makes it cute. He's like, I have a fetish. We all have fetishes, but Obama knows my fetish, and everybody laughs. It's like, no, your
Hmm.
sexual assault he knows about.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He sells out Madison Square Garden. I'm like, okay, whatever. But when you're on Netflix, like you just were, he's back. He's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. That's
No
fun. Good for
question.
him.
No, what kind of dreams did you have with the other half of Louis C.K. being on?
You know what? That's very funny. I was so zonked out. I didn't have any dreams. I had weird dreams later on in the trip, but that's just like vacation brain, where
Okay,
you're like, why am I dreaming
right,
about my mother going to college and there's reunion, but none of my friends are there?
right.
Very weird.
I'll say this. This stressed me out. Speaking about cooking,
Go on.
and you seem to be saying I did all right.
Wait, what happened?
So I made you a steak.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, good. Listen to how she orders it, folks.
Come on now.
Medium well. But you're saying I still did good with medium well. Medium well feels unforgiving.
And
This
here's
is
the thing.
actually a compliment to me now that I think about it. But I made a good medium well steak. Even you're saying.
So people know that I was vegan for a little over 10 years.
Hmm.
When my body started going through the change and other
Right.
things, I started having weird cravings and stuff. And so I did start eating meat again. Not a whole lot, but like, yeah, it happens, right?
Right.
But when I do eat something like steak or a burger, I can't have it be red and, bloody kind of thing. I'm not into
Gotcha.
like, yeah, meow. It's more like I like it for the taste and how it makes me feel, but I
Right.
still order things like overdone.
Right. You're
So
like,
then
I'm
you went
joining your side, guys. Why you push it? I don't got
Yeah,
to see the blood
you
too
did
much.
go above and beyond with the bacon situation, which basically I was like,
It's
wow,
so
he thinks I
crispy.
like everything well. This was black people. This was char.
I
I
gave
ate
her I gave her a
charcoal.
peach. I put it in the microwave just in case.
Yeah, yeah, I ate charcoal, but it was good. It's good charcoal. I
The
enjoyed it.
when you bring up the roaches that were outside
Oh my
of
God.
Charlotte,
Don't even get me. Yeah.
I took the time to warn you that I've because of summertime, I'm noticing a rogue spider in my place, and I'm from New York, so you see things, okay,
Hmm.
but I'm not used to just spiders showing the fuck up. And you know what? When I did meet my ex here in Charlotte for the first time, I kind of wondered, I'm like, is she a little dirty? There's spiders in the fucking bathtub out of fucking nowhere,
Oh.
and she's not, of course, and and I will see like a spider in the middle of the garbage can, a spider in the middle of the whatever. And I'm like, how did it get? I felt something on my neck not too long
Yeah,
ago,
you said
and
that.
I flicked it off. Just didn't even think about it. And then I look at the wall, and somehow it landed there and keeps fucking crawling. These resilient motherfuckers. And I'm like, good. So I had to warn you that I'm like, I am not fucking dirty. In fact, the place was cleaned recently. If you see spiders, don't tell your friends it's me. It's not me. Now, I understand we eat 8 spiders a night.
A night,
Over
yeah.
here, you're gonna eat 9. In fact,
Yeah.
we chew them in our
I'll
sleep.
tell you what, though. First of all, I actually don't mind spiders. That's a weird thing.
Right.
It doesn't bother me. Secondly, your house is immaculately clean.
Thank
I
you.
wasn't worried about that at all. And third, I didn't notice a single bug at all, and I was
Good.
looking. I was on the
Okay.
lookout.
Good.
Now, the
Right.
other thing is the night of the roaches, which, there were a lot.
Right.
Keith took it upon himself to go through
Mm.
the trauma of actually having a spider on his neck, and he thought it'd be hilarious to get behind me as we're walking with Rod and Karen from dinner, and then put his fingers up the back of my neck
Mhm.
as if it was a cockroach, and I damn near almost punched you, not out,
You're
out of
very.
anger,
I
but
even
out of an
debated about
actual
it too. Like, is this too
reflex.
cruel? I'm like, no, this is pretty funny.
Out
But
of
you were mad.
reflex.
Okay.
Yes, but also after that, I don't know if you noticed, but I was trying to not do it in front of you. I kept swatting the back of my neck because I was convinced, what
Right.
if that was a roach and Keith wasn't fucking
I
around?
walked in front of her then for safety. For
Thank
everybody's
you.
Safety.
Yeah,
Absolutely. My apologies.
listen, and I was jumping around like Frogger getting to the car because there were so many, there were a lot of roaches. And then Rod kept pointing them out. I was like, I know, I see it, I see it. I see it.
That's not dried gum. Look, it's moving. Okay.
Yeah, once we got in the car, I felt, but no, your apartment was, I did not see a single bug at all.
I didn't either, but I
Mhm.
knew I had to say something ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
As
Well,
I
listen,
was a little
bugs
nervous.
don't like witches.
Right.
Okay?
Okay,
Here we
good.
are. I brought my magical mummy powder with me just in case.
I'll put a picture of you on the countertop or something, just so they know.
Yeah.
We did see, you were awake for this,
Oh my God.
Corey Feldman versus the world.
Yeah. I still am
Streaming
thinking
on
about
Apple.
that.
I think you got to pay for it. Streaming on Apple, $6. I happen to have me and my friend had like love following Corey Feldman.
Mhm.
Like he had like a MTV show or something, the two Corys. I can't watch that bullshit.
Oh
But
yeah.
but when he's out with his band or puts out a video or makes a public statement, we're all over it. And this movie followed him and his what he calls his angels,
Angels.
who don't play music, but he just wants a band with hot chicks. And it's funny, like their hotness. Am I wrong? It's like, yeah, I know they're hot, but they're kind of busted. But I
They're
know
really
they're
not that
supposed to be
hot.
hot. No,
Yeah.
they're not. But like from far away, if you squint,
It's like the Victoria's Secret ads with the angel wings, except
Yes.
they're really poorly made. Like you can see the glue tape stick, you can see the
Right.
the stapler pins, and that they could barely wear them, and they kept falling off. And it
At
was
one point, Corey Feldman. So it's about him going on tour. At one point, Corey Feldman goes, "Okay, I think we're set. We're gonna make some dates. Finally, we have 5 women. Like,
Yes,
not
he
you
said
didn't practice, you didn't rehearse. They don't play instruments.
and their voices were terrible.
Terrible.
Oh no!
And
I
he's
have to
not
say,
good either. But
It was like watching Spinal Tap, unintentional Spinal Tap.
yes, he looks
There's a
so bad.
blender.
The director is not on his fucking side.
No,
She
I did
hates him.
Oh, but you know what? I can't stop thinking about it because I thought it was really interesting to see the behind the scenes and see just really who he is
He's a
from
piece of
his
dog. He's a controlling piece of dog shit.
yeah, and he was abused as a child. Both his parents were fucked up. He got emancipated from them, and he
And that's
turned
all
into
he
his
says, though.
parents.
He's like, I was locked in a room and fed dog food. It's like, oh, tell me more about that. That's it. Okay.
Right.
That's all his stories, and it's not the director's fault.
And then he does start to open up about things that we have heard of the sexual abuse. It's
Oh,
Corey
there's sexual
Haim and
abuse.
all the-
Corey
yeah.
Haim was raped, he says, by Charlie Sheen.
Right.
And on the set of the movie Lucas, and then he molested me. He says
Right.
about his friend
And
Corey,
I believe that.
and I'm
you
like,
know.
okay. And then and he's like, that's all I want to talk about. Like, okay. And then he gets into like, and I'm going to out all the pedophiles. Okay, go ahead.
And we're like, keep
I
going.
need $10 million to make a movie, a documentary. No. Like, what actor wants to be one of the pedophiles that's based on a real fucking other
Not
actor?
a documentary, an actual movie.
And he goes,
about
I'm
the
trying to
ped-
raise 10 million. He raises a couple thousand, keeps the money, stole it. Like he's, it never went anywhere, of course, as you know, listener,
No,
because
but
you
there was
would know.
actually an opening night, and people showed up to the Legend movie.
he sold tickets that people go to see this movie and goes, actually the distributor isn't showing it, so I can't show it to you. That wouldn't be fair to like what are you
It
talking
made
about?
no
There
sense.
was no movie.
There
You're a
was no
fucking
movie.
weirdo. The movie starts, it's him and his wife getting married in Vegas.
Oh, this is great.
And you want to talk about wedding vows. He's she's like, when we met that day at the Playboy Mansion,
Oh my God, yes.
how did I know we'd one day be here? And then his vow is like, like you, I've
When
been
I
in
first
relation.
saw your big
Right.
gazongas, I was like,
Right. I was in that grotto that looked like egg drop soup, and I gotta tell you, honey, he goes, I've been in relations before, and they all left me. But here you are, and I think this could work. And what? Okay.
wait. The best part of the towards the end, with the officiant goes,
Yeah.
and if anybody has $40 or $50 to donate for the food, right?
What somebody that worked for him goes, okay, everybody. So your meal will be about $30-$40 each, and we'll just put that money somewhere. Corey. And Corey looks up like, yeah, well, I can hear you. You have a microphone. Where should they put the money? Like, A, it's so fucking tacky and out of line. B, Corey doesn't want to act like he has any fucking, like, what are you even talking about? Like, you told me to say $30-$40, but we didn't discuss where they would put it. This Corey Feldman goes to trade shows. You know, he's one of these assholes that he will not look you in the eye until you put $20 in the box that he can feel peripherally, you know?
I'm surprised there wasn't a QR code at the wedding of like
Yeah.
Venmo. Pay what you want.
At one point, he goes, oh, this woman left, and I'm looking for a drummer now, but I
Yeah.
can't just post online. I'm looking for a drummer. That's going to make the world crazy. Do you know the upheaval that will happen if they knew somehow, for some reason, a drummer wanted to leave and I need a new drummer? They'd think I don't have my shit together. It would be on all the news sites.
Yeah.
This guy really thinks a lot of himself.
Yes,
And
fair
and
enough.
these angels, they're definitely kept women, right? Like
Yeah,
they need to
well,
ask to shower, ask when they can eat. First of all, if you have 5 hot women in your house or whatever, encourage showering.
yes.
Do it on your own. Always be showered. You don't gotta ask me.
ABS. I remember that they introduced one of the women as Corey and his wife's girlfriend. And at first we were
Yes.
like, oh, does that mean friend? Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Or
Yeah.
like partner? Turns out, yes. It turns out they were all fucking.
It always does.
So when he says, oh, I need these women for the band, it wasn't for the band.
Right. But you said like it was like a long version of Spinal Tap, and what he
Mhm.
should do is do what that Tommy Wiseau did in the movie The
That's
Room. Hi Mark. It's a horrible fucking movie, and people
hello, Mark.
started laughing like this is the dumb shit you're putting out, and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna own it. He acts now like it's a comedy that every line is deliberately dumb. Never
Yep.
mind, this Tommy Wiseau made other movies. Are those
Hmm.
deliberately dumb too? Well, obviously, none are good. But yes, own it and be like, yes, it's called acting, idiot. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna know. I'm not talking to the angels.
I think
Nobody's having them on TV.
I think Tommy was on Cameo or one of those sites because
Yeah.
a woman I knew, her husband, had him call her and like recite the favorite and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Katja, it's me, Mark," or something like that, and to start reciting, "Let's go play football,"
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh my God, I love you so much," to the
Yeah,
husband.
he's owning it.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's a great gift,
He
actually."
says when like he would go out perform, he's horrible. You see a lot of him
He's
performing. It
really,
really is
and he does
mostly
all
about
Michael
this tour.
Jackson shit, like
He does
sings.
Michael. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
Oh, he
sings
sings the
Michael
song.
Jackson songs. Never mind, he knows those. You see him dance, you know that's
He's
Michael
not a good
Jackson.
dancer, yeah.
And of course, they hung out at Neverland together.
And he sings from the Lost Boys, "Thou shalt not
He
get
screams from the
proud of
Lost Boys. Yeah,
sisters." So bad. He's so off tune. He's so flat and
yeah.
like the women are terrible singers, and it's just so uncomfortable to watch.
And so when he gets a negative review from a
Right.
critic, he says it's the dark forces trying to shut him
He
down.
keeps
Now,
saying
why?
the
No
dark
reason, but it's the
forces.
dark forces. He said so. It ends with all the angels leave him. His wife
Right.
even left him. You find out, and he said that Marilyn Manson. How they don't
Oh,
meet
yes,
each
it's a whole
other.
thing. I forgot about
Marilyn
that.
Manson's into Satanism, as you can tell from Marilyn Manson's live shows. And he sent the angels to Corey, somehow, none of this happened, to sabotage him and his truth.
It
And,
is
and
such.
you know what's a shame too? Like they show also a scene with Matt Lauer, and Matt Lauer's
Oh,
hey, you could name names. Why are you on the fucking Today Show? Why aren't you calling the cops and naming names about pedophiles? And he gives some reason why he can't in Dark Forces. And it's just funny, like Marilyn Manson and Matt Lauer, I
yes.
believe wholeheartedly, they're both full on, real, no exaggeration rapists.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
Corey
Matt
looks
Lauer
so
had a
fucking,
button to
yeah,
shut his. Yeah, yeah.
you
He had
can't
like
leave
the
my
Michael
office.
Jackson button. Yeah.
and I picture like because Corey's so fucking weird, you're on these people's sides in this story. It's like
Yes.
Matt Lauer has a point.
Yeah, never make me defend Matt Lauer for
Right.
anything. I waited on him once at a restaurant. He's a fucking asshole.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever. He's Matt Lauer. But no, I found it was interesting though is that at the very end he's talking about dark forces, and then he assumes one of the women is a witch, and
Right.
that she left bones and witchcraft things
Right.
behind when she left or something like that.
Right.
But then as the documentary ends, they're doing an update about all how the angels are doing.
Right.
So and so moved back in with her father and she's starting a new career. So and so did this and that. And one of them moved back home and is actually a witch. And I'm like, okay.
Right. Right.
I mean, you can be Wiccan, like that's a real thing. But
Right.
it's like, well, maybe he wasn't wrong about that. I don't
Well, he
know.
made people crazy. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do
Well,
everything.
you can. No, I mean, I will defend witches out there. I kind
I
of am joking,
understand.
but
I
you know,
understand.
it's a thing. It's like
And who was the
religion.
one person you didn't defend earlier? That's interesting.
Yeah. Mhm.
God talks to him. He said God said he's the next Messiah.
That's right.
God told him draw a line in the sand. We still haven't heard about these pedophiles, but okay. He was on the Today Show. The Angels are obviously lip syncing. People are like, they're lip syncing, obviously. They're not playing real instruments, I mean. And he's like, that is not true. It's like, what a weird fucking dumb lie. Of course it's
Yeah.
true. Act
Plus, it
like
was just
it's
terrible.
some kind of performance art. Anyway, he goes on the Today Show again to supposedly name names of pedophiles. And while he's visiting New York City from LA, he said two trucks in New York City tried to run him down. You don't see this. He's just telling the story. He's like, two trucks tried to run me down because the dark forces don't want me to talk about these pedophiles in Hollywood. And what an impractical way to kill somebody by being in two trucks in New York City. Then
He
you
just
miss and
crossed
you got to
Fifth
go around
Avenue
you got to go
during
around the
rush
block
hour.
again.
And also, you think there wasn't a camera crew capturing everything at
Yes,
that moment?
exactly.
Because strangely, they capture the most boring shit. You think they're not going to film him crossing the street when two trucks tried to attack him.
Right.
That's the one time they went to McDonald's and they were like, you know, we'll be back in 5. And then all of a sudden the trucks come out. Really? Did they even know who he was? But also my favorite part was he's starting to tell a story and they're eating pizza at some place, Ray's
Yeah.
Pizza, because best in the world or whatever. And then they take it back to the hotel room. So they keep eating more pizza.
Right.
And then later on the next day, he's telling this really intense thing. And his wife starts blending something. So the blender's going off. And he's like, hey, wait, is now the time to blend? I'm telling us, can we just? And she's like, I'm sorry. And then
You have a point. She gives
And
this look like, oh, right, a documentary.
fine, documentary. But like she 1,000 times, like, and the most important thing is,
That's great.
I'm not exaggerating. That's exactly
You're
what
not.
happened.
It was also
It
that
was
scene
great.
where he's reading some review and he goes, "They're saying that I dress these women like angels and I make them Lolitas." And he goes, "Honey, do you feel like a Lolita?" And she goes, "I do not feel like a Lolita. Also, I don't know what a Lolita is." And he goes, "A hooker." Okay, well, you're both
This
idiots.
is why. Okay, so listeners, Keith takes notes during movies, and this is how he remembers everything. It's like I totally forgot about that.
She goes, Catherine goes, "Do you take notes always when you watch movies?" I go, "No, when you know it's a fucking like The Mummy. I didn't know I'd be writing a note or two.
That
But
was such a
but when
great
it's
comedic
Corey
moment.
Feldman versus the world, I had pen and paper ready.
That was a great moment. Where he's like, obviously, Lolita is a hooker, and it's like, wow, this scene. I couldn't have written it better myself. Perfect, no notes. Great
I,
job.
I get nervous about myself when I know what the actor's gonna say next. And this is a
Right.
documentary.
This you
And
did-
but when I get it right, like for example, Negan from The Walking Dead, I saw he says the craziest shit. He's like a crazy fucking dude.
Yes.
He said I don't know what it was. I'm just making this up, but he was about to. I go. He said like eeny meeny miny mo, and then I'm like I'm gonna make you eat your foot, and he goes I'm gonna make you eat your foot. I'm like no, I'm not supposed to match a psychopath.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a good listener, Keith.
So in this movie, he's like, what do
This is
people
great.
want from me? And I go blood, and he goes blood.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
I-
no, I'm matching with Corey Feldman.
I think I jumped off the couch at that moment and I was like, what is happening? You Oh, it was perfect. Perfect.
By the
So
way,
good.
this is, I think, kind of interesting. Speaking of rape, so Donald Trump's
Oh my God.
case of raping Eugene Carroll
Hmm.
in that department store bathroom. Now, keep in mind that so he had to pay so many millions
Hmm.
for sexual assault.
And
And,
also for defamation. Yes.
right, and then he had to pay again,
Yes, because
saying it's
he
fake. And
kept
it's like you can't
defamating.
say that because this was a court of law and you were found guilty. And and then E. Jean Carroll or a news magazine said about him being a rapist, and he takes it to court and he's like, no, it's sexual assault. They can't say rape. And the court said, no, we use the term sexual assault. It's rape, and they can't say that.
Right.
This case has just went to the Supreme Court. He wants to be exonerated. The Supreme Court will not take this case, saying, no, you were found guilty and that was lawful and everything was
Yes.
on the up and up.
Hmm.
If you
And
ask me, I don't think this is an exaggeration. The Supreme Court just says that he's officially a rapist.
he
That's what
is.
I think.
Absolutely. They didn't even take the case. It wasn't even a Kavanaugh
Right.
awkward, like, oh, wow, what do I do about this? You know, like, no, they just didn't
Right.
take it
And then
because
he
it's
says, I
like,
was talking to Roosevelt and he said that I'm good. So
can you imagine if he actually asked that to the Roosevelt AI?
he's talking to AI Roosevelt. And I'm
For
not
those who've
joking
not,
that
for those who've not seen
I
this,
think he thought he was really talking to Roosevelt.
I do too.
He's like, hey, Roosevelt, how's it going? You're doing a good job out there. It's tough being president like us. And he goes, okay, AI Roosevelt, thanks a lot. That means a lot to me. I appreciate like people already think you're fucking crazy. So if you're gonna do some like these aren't jokes. If you were doing a joke, you would be clear, like, what's it like in heaven?
Yeah. If we were talking about like if that was us, we'd make it really obvious that
yeah.
it definitely we knew it was
And
AI.
when Trump makes a joke and he does it. And when he does, he gives you that look like, I made a funny,
Right.
You
No,
know.
he looked like he really thought he was talking to me.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that whole thing. But yeah, I mean, the Supreme Court, it'll make you turn your head a few times for many things. But that I
That's
was
right.
like, at least just give us that, thank you, because. And the thing is, in New York State specifically, rape is under certain categories, and because they
Right.
couldn't prove it was his penis versus his finger,
Yeah.
they were like, well, it still counts as penetration. That is sexual abuse. But in most states, any penetration is considered rape. So yes, he was
But I do
adjudicated.
like that they were able to still use the word rape after the fact in the news.
And
It's
I
like,
also like that they were like penis or finger, and it's like,
right,
oh,
right,
okay, because it's so tiny.
right.
Yeah.
What's worse? I mean, his hand specifically. I
I
don't know.
think that, like, if you're penetrated against your will,
Yeah, it's probably
yeah.
not
And
good. Why you
but
say it
in New
like
York State,
that?
it's very archaic. The
Of
laws
course,
are
of course.
specific. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's right.
Let's get to day two.
Oh, where are we? Yeah, day two.
Yeah,
The no
uh,
water day.
right. First of all, before the water,
Mm.
I gave you the Valentine's Day scramble, and it's okay if you don't know what that means. But how was breakfast?
It was amazing. What I have that morning?
Thank you. Thank you. You had potatoes and vegetables and eggs.
That's right. It was so good.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you
Fuck
very
yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Well, I happen to have all this stuff left in my
That was
fridge.
good. That was good.
We saw the Lorne movie, the Saturday Night Live movie Lorne, and how many SNL fucking documentaries are there? But I see them all. You know,
500.
you don't really learn nothing new each time. It seems like
Mm-mm.
they're up all night for no fucking reason, and it
Yeah,
affects
yeah,
their
yeah.
lives and family, and they all half of them end up with anxiety disorders.
Right.
Um, I like that. I felt like there was. I don't know what to repeat to tell somebody. What did I learn? But I feel like there was more. First of all,
Yes.
I didn't know Lorne Michaels ate all that popcorn. Motherfucker loves popcorn.
He eats a lot of
I
pie.
didn't know that.
He also
Fascinating.
has dogs, and the
And he has
cast
dogs.
the cast is
Yeah.
like we didn't even know about. He's very private, and he makes it very clear he's very private. But it was interesting watching him, the camera following him around on the nights of the show, and how much
Right.
he really is invested in. He'll walk on set in the middle of
Right.
and how he'll talk about how the rehearsal went, and he's really honest, and he's just like on point of like Ryan Gosling was losing his voice, right? And
Right.
they were like, we need to get a doctor on set right now. And that was the night that Ryan Gosling did that sketch where he's talking about going to Turkey and to get the facelift, to get facial recognition because he didn't want to get married,
Right.
but he's whispering the whole time.
Mm,
And it's like that was a choice they made to save his voice, whereas it really helped with the
okay.
character, right?
Yeah.
So things like that I learned is that it's live, so guess what? Things happen. But it was very interesting to see how much he is in charge of the order of the sketches up to the last minute,
Right.
what to air, and who should be standing. He's really
I thought it was
involved.
interesting. I thought that the different cast members are sharing stories that I found funny. But you pointed this out. There was
Yes.
no Eddie Murphy.
No reference. The only
No
reference was when
reference.
Chris Rock mentioned something
Is
about
he
like
going to be considered the next Eddie Murphy
right. But when they
from
do the history
fans?
of SNL, they completely gloss over the Eddie Murphy
Completely.
period. They don't discuss it at all, and Eddie Murphy's not interviewed, which is fine because not everyone was interviewed. But like
Right.
they're almost like erased him entirely from it. And I wonder, and I was posing this
Yeah.
to you, did he just not want his person to be a part of this documentary for any
Even if he
reason?
didn't want to be part,
Right.
and there's I have a couple thoughts on this. Even if he didn't want to be part, when you show these old skits like the
Hmm.
Bee or things, whether they were good or bad, they're iconic. The Bee family, I was going to say. You'd have Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. You'd
Right.
have Buckwheat. Like when
Right.
you're showing, there was nothing about Eddie Murphy at all. And I
Hmm.
don't think it's Eddie Murphy that would say, I don't want to be part of this, because Eddie Murphy's ego
Mm.
is, I think, a little much. And when he did Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Live, I see what they call SNL's
Right.
40th
Yeah,
anniversary,
he did
he was
shows. Yeah.
supposed to come out and introduce something, do like say a quick hello. He took it like he was getting an award,
Yeah.
saying flat out how he saved SNL, and he's not like making jokes. Why he would want to be part of this, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
So is it Lorne Michaels that
Maybe.
Eddie's hard to work with? He's like, I'll do this documentary, but I don't want Eddie to be part of it. Sorry, I got to
Interesting.
move on
I didn't think of
eventually.
that.
I don't see Eddie saying no to that.
Yeah, if only there was a Google machine we could look this up in.
I don't want to know.
I didn't look it up. I didn't. Yeah, but it was good. It was a really good documentary. I thought it was
He
interesting.
thought it was his award. Like Michael Jackson went out once and did for the Video Vanguard Award, and he was going to give it to somebody. He thought he was getting the award, and he starts thanking everybody. He's like, "No, you're giving it to Prince or whatever the fuck, you
Mm.
know? No, oh well." I
Aw.
did like the story where Lorne Michaels. They showed like the two places that he eats in New York City,
Yes.
so it seems like you can find them if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Thursday night at 8:30, and
And
yeah.
he said, and when people hand me a script, I take it. And he tells
Hmm.
a story he heard about Charles Manson, speaking of
Yes.
another Manson. And he's like, supposedly Charles Manson gave like, something he wrote or a
Hmm.
song or something to somebody. And they're like, no thanks. And next thing you know, there's murders.
Yeah, that guy got murdered. Yeah, yeah. He's
Right.
one of the people who was.
It's
Yeah.
like, no, you say, okay, no
So Lauren Mack
problem.
was like, "I'll take your script, thank you."
Right, right.
Hmm.
So yeah, do I placate Saadia a little bit? Yeah, safety fucking first.
No.
I also, speaking of food,
Yes.
I enjoyed that you took candy from my candy bowl.
Of course I did.
That's important. Do
It's
that. You know how they say like if they say like if somebody borrows money from you, you for whatever reason like them more.
really.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because you like to help out and but you feel important. I don't know, but there's something. If you're at somebody's house and they have a candy bowl,
Yeah.
you take from it. It made me like Catherine more.
Two
No, I can't
candy
explain
bowls.
it.
Two candy. Oh man, thank you. Well, listen,
Thank you.
you were really a great host, and
That's
you
what I'm getting at.
put up with my weird sleep schedules, and we totally were a good team. I think a good vacation team. And you know what
Hmm.
really made me happy was when you said after the trip was over, or my trip was over.
Yeah,
Sorry, your trip is ongoing. You said you felt like you were on
I
vacation.
felt
That
like
makes
I was
me
on
happy.
vacation,
Because
and
I didn't want to stress you out. I
not
basically
at all.
invited myself, and you were like,
Good.
sure. So I didn't expect you to take off work and spend so much time with me. I was more like, wow, okay, Keith is having a good time.
On the
Let's
no
go.
water day, you went to the when you went to the pool.
Yes.
I didn't go to the pool because I didn't want to. I don't care about you in this. Well, let me finish the sentence.
I wasn't worried.
But I didn't want to smell like chlorine or feel like I have that on me when we go out later. That kind of thing.
Mm.
Um, which is funny because okay, so I don't have OCD. I don't think, but first of all, when I eat with my
Mhm.
hands, a burger or whatever, it is such a people don't know what the fuck I do. And I
Mhm.
don't know how other people eat wings, chicken wings, and not make a mess. But it's like I
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
my hands are from the fucking mummy. I make a mess, and before I leave a restaurant, I have to wash my hands. I can't have that film on me.
That's fair.
That's what this chlorine
But then I
made me
felt
think about.
uncomfortable because I was like, cool, well, I'm not going to shower because there's no water. What if I
Right,
smell like chlorine and
that's
freak you
fine.
out? And then you kept trying to offer to do my laundry. And I finally said to you on the final day, I was like, do I smell or something? Like
No,
I
no,
changed my clothes. Like I took showers. I'm not,
I
I
just
don't
love
know.
my washer dryer.
I was very proud of you for having one because I don't have one myself. So there we are. And also a dishwasher. You did great. There was no notes. 10 out of
Thank you,
10 stars.
thank you.
Perfect review.
And then we went out and saw Disclosure Day in the
Okay.
movie theaters.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so here's the good news. I think,
No,
in general, Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest directors of all
he's
time,
alive. That's
of
the good
course.
news.
I I think he's going to give us another movie because there's no fucking
There's
way
no way
he
he's
can
gonna.
go out on Disclosure Day. This is
So
such a dumb, pretentious piece of shit.
there's gonna be some spoilers, listeners, if you
Yes.
want to just.
There aren't because there's nothing to fucking tell you.
That's actually true. Yeah. Here's how my day started. Right. So I was away from work for like a week and a half. Having the best time ever. Get back in the office. Catching up on my 351 emails, and
Right.
finally I asked my boss. I was like, "Oh, hey, do you have a second to check in? How was your week and this and that schedule stuff?" And I was like, how was your holiday? And he's like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "How was yours?" Great. And, saw a bunch of movies. He goes, "Oh yeah, I saw Disclosure Day." And the first words out of my mouth were, "What'd you think?" Because I fucking hated it. And he's like, I thought it was cute." And I'm like, I don't know. This is not going to be a fight at 9:30 in the
Right.
morning. But go on, Keith.
Well,
I want
yeah.
to hear.
Well, I hate like the movie's like 2.5 hours or so.
Oh God.
There's no reason for these movies to be so long. And then when I see a movie that's like an hour and a half, I'm like, thank God. Meanwhile, it's a catch-22. Those movies suck because they didn't have
Hmm.
enough to fill up
Hmm.
enough time, right? Um, but there's so many scenes looking back you don't fucking need. And
Hmm.
yes, the bird was cute and the main thing that gets things going, but it's like pick it the fuck
So
up.
Keith has this app where it's telling you when you should go to the bathroom.
Run P, that guy was a guest on our show. Very one of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
greatest apps
which
I
is
own.
great. But
Yeah.
I had a feeling I've followed enough movies in my life where I always know
Yeah.
when the big scene is over and there's too much exposition
Right. They're like,
happening
we
right
we spent
after.
way too much money just now. You
Right.
can pee.
We're
We're
going
gonna
to talk about
relax.
what we just did. And so when
Yeah.
I came back, and I'm a very quick peer, as you've noticed,
Yes, you are. That's
I am.
amazing.
When I came back, he turned to me as if to give me a recap, and you're like, and they just said what happened.
Right. So you were there.
Okay, so basically, kids, here's the plot. I'm gonna tell you why I hated it. Okay,
Please.
because it took me a second to realize why I was mad.
Yes.
And thank you for paying for it, because I feel like I at least didn't lose any money.
I
Um,
have. I'm a member.
no, I know.
You saw.
Um,
You saw when they said, and thanks to the A-list members, everybody started clapping for me. You
that
saw
was
that.
you, and
Yeah.
and a spotlight came down on
Uh huh.
you. It
I'm
was
like,
weird.
stop it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I know that's that
Yeah.
guy. So basically, the world is on the brink of World War III. This is the movie, not
Yes.
us, kids.
Right.
But anyway,
Right.
so there's a thing where it turns out that actual aliens from outer space, were captured and tortured, and experiments were done on them, and it's all on video, and it's horrible to see.
Area 51 was real in this
Right,
movie.
basically.
Yeah.
So they finally disclose, and they get this footage on so stupid. They get this footage on this dinky Seattle news station that all of a sudden NBC and everyone starts picking up
Yeah.
where they're like showing the aliens being tortured, and
It's
all
like,
of a
hey, it's
sudden,
it's me from this shitty news station. We need to
can
go
you?
live on all your
Yeah,
major
yeah.
fucking city
Get
channels. They
get
don't
Matt
go,
Lauer.
who the fuck are you? They
Not at
go,
all.
well, we always had this understanding. It's a back and forth. So yes, we will tell people there are aliens.
So they're airing it on TV. Now, mind you, the whole thing is everyone all of a sudden all over the world is pulling out their phones and everything stops
Yes.
all over the
Right.
world. And they're watching aliens being tortured in this grainy ass video that has not been confirmed,
Released.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
Confirmed even. Yeah.
yeah, confirmed. It could be
And
AI.
they throw in something so that
Yeah.
you think they're like, and we're getting, yep, the report is these are real. Okay.
And then one
What?
of the newscasters starts crying, and we're like, please stop.
Right.
The point is, they're showing they look like fake aliens anyway, being quote
Right.
unquote tortured in grainy 50s videos.
Yeah.
Whereas in reality, on this earth, in our cities, in America, actual undocumented immigrants who people are calling aliens are being tortured, and we see it on our phones every fucking day, and they're real. And
Right.
we still go to work every day, and we still turn the phone off and
Right.
go, it sucks. Like, and this is, and
In the
then this
same way, you go,
stops.
what does it mean if there's a God?
And
In
then,
both versions.
yes, there's a nun, there's a former nun, and then there's a real nun. They're like, maybe there is a God. And
Right.
it's like, and then you see them praying, and the nun starts crying. She's like, oh my God, there is life out there. And everyone stops. And World War III is about to stop just because they showed these janky alien videos that are still grainy and like from like puppets. Oh, and then and then they wheel out.
An alien, like it's in the studio. So it's like, here's a live
They
alien. This is
wheeled out a
super proof.
wheelchair alien.
So you think you got to learn something from this alien? And then the main
No.
actress, she's given this news report. She was a weather girl, but she just upped her status with this news. She goes, okay, everybody watching on TV. Now, by the way, it showed CNN, for example, goes CNN Disclosure Day, and I'm like, that's the name of the movie. And you know what? I started talking close to the end. No one gave a fuck.
No, we were all kind of like, ugh,
Right.
can we leave now? But yeah.
And
So,
she goes, okay, everybody, listen.
but the thing is, because she understands alien, right? This is very important. She
Mm.
was abducted when she was
Ah,
younger,
right.
right? And so when the
Yes.
alien whispered something to her and was all like,
Yeah.
and she's like, okay, and then she's like, all right, listen, and then that's how the movie ends. And like,
Yes.
what's she gonna say? I don't give a fuck what she says.
Right. 2.5 hours. We don't get to what we're gonna learn.
Yeah, okay. I was really, I really, okay, I'm gonna put this. I
Hmm.
think that he had a great idea 25 years ago and always wanted to do this movie. But if you pay attention to the way people consume news now, it just was so fake.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no fucking way everyone in the world is stopping and watching
And we
aliens being
believe it.
port,
We
and
all
we
believe it
believe it.
because you said it. No,
Exactly.
yeah, nobody knows what's fucking real now.
Yeah,
This
people
is
think the Earth is flat and that brown chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Like that is a real thing people
right.
think sometimes. And the weather at the DC Mall was created by the Jewish space lasers. Like there's no fucking way that this alien footage is going to make the entire world be like, maybe we shouldn't go to war because there's aliens out there. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Me
Right.
saying it just now, but that was the plot, right?
Is yes, yeah, and shame on you, Spielberg, but
Mm,
I guess
got to make another movie.
you'll have to make another movie and redeem yourself.
Yeah,
Then Catherine took me out to dinner
I
and
sure
didn't look at
did.
me funny when I took 2 bites home because that's how I play it.
Yeah, I no, I was like, definitely, we're taking this shit home.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was good dinner.
It's very good, thank you.
Hmm.
And then,
Hmm.
of course, poker, the three-peat, the hat trick, the trifecta, the triple threat. You know, call it
Oh.
communism, call it free. Some call the ocean, what some call the sea. Okay, call it what you want, but that was a sweet fucking night. My hands in the air when I won that third
Yes.
game, and I was
I
too
was
excited like
legit.
it matters.
I didn't know that you'd not won three in a row before.
No
So
one has. No one has.
I legit was very happy for you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Uh, number f- number
Day
one
four.
movie in
Oh,
theaters right now, Minions and Monsters, another Minions movie.
okay.
Number two, Toy Story. Number three, Young Washington from Angel Studios. They do the weird religious movies. So you know George
Oh.
Washington is out there in war with like old buff and
Oh,
probably
right. And also,
busting
it's the
people.
anniversary of our country
Yeah,
or whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Number four in theaters, second week in a row, Supergirl down 74%.
I saw that. That was all over the news for some reason. Like,
Well,
there's not
that's a
anything
big
else
deal. It's a
important going on.
superhero movie, and it's not
Well,
looking so good.
Fox News did a whole special on it today, saying that, like, I said, because the lead is a woman.
Yeah.
Is it because we care more about the dog than the woman? And it's like, Fox, there's other news happening. You know that, right? And they're like, let's not cover the president farting himself in front of children.
Number five, fourth week in a row, Disclosure Day.
Ugh.
Number six, eighth week in a row, Obsession. That this movie is still in theaters is fucking
Which one is this
crazy.
again? You told me.
This is the low
Oh, yes,
budget
yes.
horror
That's right.
movie where a guy makes a wish and the woman loves him but loves him too much and will not
That
leave him
sounds so
alone.
awesome. Love
Will
it.
stand by the door when he goes to work, shitting and pissing himself because she can't stand to do anything else other than
Yes.
think about him. Number seven, Backrooms, another low budget,
Yes.
doing well horror movie. And number eight, second week in a row, already number eight, down 68%. The latest Jackass, Jackass Best and
Right.
Last. They're still getting kicked in the balls.
Did
I
you
bet
see
there's,
it?
I didn't, and I wanted to, and I didn't get there the first week, and it's out of the theater that I like.
Oh, the
I
one
can,
that's
I
near
can, I
you.
can go further, but the one that's near me, if I'm gonna see something, whatever,
Hmm.
I'll see it. But I can, if it's a movie that like what, take it or leave it, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's
No,
gone.
that's
Now
real. Yeah.
I don't know if this is in the
You'll
movie or
never ever see it again.
I looked at Letterboxd to see the answer to this, but maybe they have no feelings in their balls. So when you get kicked and punched in the balls, they don't react, and you're like, well, that takes away the
I
fun.
mean, yeah, apparently they went like full ham on this one. So
I
maybe they
hope
died,
so.
and maybe that's the spoilers. Like,
They
ooh,
got to do it live, so you think somebody might die.
that's true. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Did you run into some of my neighbors? I know you did mention. I
Yes,
know
the
you
one.
mentioned one, and I'm like, I know this one. By the way, you didn't
Yes.
run into her. She ran into you.
Three times, yes, yes. Her name is Margarine or something like that.
Okay.
Although I will say, oh, I think I mentioned this to you, Keith. You're the people who go to your pool, your neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
very objectively attractive.
Okay.
Yeah, one woman was wearing a thong
Mm-hmm.
bikini and she had a very nice booty, and I was like, what? Is
Mm-hmm.
Keith still sleeping? Like, come on now, get out here.
Summertime, baby. Summertime.
I'll wing woman. Yeah, come on, dude.
You can smell like chlorine for this, Keith. Come on.
Yeah, Yeah, seriously. Very, very attractive young neighbors. You've got some good-looking ones.
And then because we were out and about the next day, when you go to make a sandwich, who gets mustard?
Ah, you got me mustard.
Who
Yes, you
gets mustard? I'm
did.
like, and have a glass of water on me too.
I know. I was like, well, I get to eat again?
We got
Yay.
it all. We got
Very
it all.
exciting. Very exciting. Are we at the day where you slept until 5 or
Yes, so that is day three. I said how I slept well, but you know what? I left in so when I gave you that bedroom, you have that
right?
bathroom.
We were switching between the I was like couch versus bedroom, like depending on where we needed to
I
be
like a
during the
sleeping pill.
right.
Charlotte, I do get allergies sometimes. Next thing
Mm,
you know, I wasn't asleep and it was 4 in the morning,
right.
and I'm like, I need one of these pills, and I'm like, but I'll fall asleep. Like I don't want to take a sleeping pill now at 4 a.m. That's
Hmm.
too late. But I should have just went. I didn't, and I know you wouldn't have cared, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, I'll just stick that. Next thing you know, it's 7 in the morning. I barely got any sleep. Then we switch rooms. You
Hmm.
go out and party,
Hmm.
and then I slept during the day.
Yes.
How did you feel?
I felt great because I came back from the pool and you were still sleeping. So I made
Right.
myself some lunch, right?
Okay.
I had a sandwich and then you're still sleeping, but I'm like, oh, I'll check the news. I'll listen to a podcast. I was like having the best vacation
Okay.
ever,
Good.
right? So now I'm laying on your couch, chill, watching some TV. And then I'm like, now I want a choco pie. So I thought it was a key lime pie, but it was chocolate. And I was like, oh, that's even better.
All
Make
right.
myself that. And then I started to think, it's really late. What if? And listen, when you turn
Mhm.
50, you start to think about these things. What if Keith is actually dead?
Right.
And like, or he slipped in the shower, or like, or unconscious.
I, I
There
do
was
that.
just a small part of me that thought that. I was pretty sure Keith was fine, but
Right.
I finally went in to check because I couldn't imagine what I'd say to the cops and be like, and Miss Heller, where were you the last 8 hours? Well, first
The
I was
pool,
at a
choco
pool, the choco
pies.
pie. I made a sandwich. He bought me mustard. And then and they're like, and you ignored your friend and now it's 5 in the
Right.
afternoon. So I did go in because I needed something for my bag anyway, but I also wanted to go out and get
Okay.
you a little housewarming gift and surprise you. So then I took it. So you were awake. Sorry, you went back you were alive. I said, go back to sleep. Oh, that's the mug I bought you. Yes, Keith needs mugs, everyone. And when
It's
you
a
visit him,
Starbucks mug. Did you just
oh,
take it off the table? It didn't come in a box.
that's the only place that had mugs around that I walking distance. But
Well,
anyway,
thank you.
so you're very welcome. So then I took a shower and came back in to say, "Hey, I'm heading out to go for a walk to get you a special gift." I didn't say
Yeah.
that part. And you were like, "Shit, what time is it? This and that. We have dinner plans." And I was like, "No, no, I'm good. Listen, I just took a shower. I'm good." And then you're like, "Ah, you really did just take a shower?" And I was like, "Do you need to feel my hair to see it's wet?" And you were like,
That's
"Actually,
right.
kind of, yeah." And I was like, "God damn it, Keith." So I lean over and you feel my wet hair, and then you put your thumb in my mouth. No,
I was doing Cape Fear
that's a
shit.
Cape Fear
That's a
reference.
power move.
But I remember thinking, like, as I'm leaning over, I'm like, does he really think I'm lying about that I had a great afternoon and took a shower? Like, that's something to brag about.
I do at first I felt that you weren't really saying if you wanted something, and I just wanted to be clear. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, so
Guess who
good.
was
That's
fine? This
all.
gal. I was totally fine. You went right back to sleep, and then we had dinner with
hmm
our
With the
friends.
Moros, went to
Yeah.
the Cowfish.
Mm-hmm.
I asked on last week on Keith and the Girl. I asked Rod, like, I want to take her somewhere nice. It's not a steakhouse per se, but something, exclusively Charlotte. And then he said, it's me and him talking on mics, his wife doing work in the back. But he goes, how about Cowfish? And then his wife, Karen, goes, yes,
So
yes,
good.
we're going to Cowfish.
This is a sushi slash meat place. So you can get
Yeah.
a thing called the what's it called? Brewer something bento box.
Oh,
Where
yes.
basically,
The Cowfish bento box is
yeah,
so what they're it's a fusion between beef and
sushi.
sushi, and the gimmick is if you get like I got a filet mignon roll, for
Hmm.
example. Um,
Delicious.
so it's like if you get fish, you're probably getting it in burger form, and vice versa.
Hmm.
So this is fish with filet mignon as sushi, and then some pork thing as
You got the
anyway.
yeah
It's
deliverance
goofy
roll.
and it's very fun. The deliverance roll. Now let me ask you this:
Okay.
what the fuck?
It,
So
it,
they have something called the deliverance roll, Southern
mm,
style barbecue sheet.
hmm.
Okay, pulled pork and then caramelized
Like a
onions,
pig.
barbecue sauce, wrapped in rice, flash fried potatoes, soy paper. You're calling it the deliverance roll because it's pork. The movie Deliverance, he had to fuck a pig or a pig fucked him,
No,
right?
no, that's not what happened. He got fucked by a dude and said, "I'm going to make you squeal like a pig."
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
That's what I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
yes,
that
yeah,
scene is.
yeah.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. Which, by the way, I saw that movie first time as I happen to be more an adult. This Ned Beatty,
Yeah.
he doesn't try too fucking hard to get away. Oh, I'm slipping again. I swear to you, watch this scene again. He's not trying too hard to get away. You ever see?
Oh.
It's almost like a movie where somebody's chasing one guy, and the first guy, gets into his car, and you could. This happened at this close day, by the way. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
she's going
And
into the car, and the
key doesn't
person actually
start.
caught up too fast, and so he kind of like goes real slow, like fucking with the door. That's what happened in Deliverance. It was like, oh, I can't get away, but also you can't be moving the camera too much. It's a movie. I guess I'm getting fucked like a pig. So why would you call a role pig rape? What's cute about it? And then what if I'm with my family? I'm with my parents, and they're like, "Why is it called Deliverance Roll?" And it's like, because there's a scene where a guy rapes somebody
God.
in Deliverance, popular movie, shocking for its time, of course. And he's raping him and says squeal like a pig. And so so we're from the South, and so he like, is there gonna be a mariachi band that comes to the table with the roll and is like playing
Ding,
dueling
ding, ding, ding,
banjos?
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
It
Like
was good.
what's this? And then I picture like
was
one of
good.
my parents. They're so sweet and innocent. I picture my mom's sweet and innocent, but I picture her going like, maybe because they get a pork delivery and that's why it's called that. Yes, mom, that's the only thing delivered, and that's why it's
Delivery.
called that. Like, I mean, who cares? What are you doing?
It was really good. That the food
It
was
was very
amazing.
good, but very very odd.
Yeah, and Karen, big fan of edamame. We learned she loves it.
So what we found, the one thing she doesn't like in life,
Yes.
sugar. What 4-year-old named this place Cowfish?
4-year-old. It's a great name though.
Do you think a 4-year-old named that, and then the stepdad is a restaurateur, and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna blow the mom's mind. I'm gonna call it Cowfish."
This is important to know though. If you go there, say it's your birthday. Trust me on this one.
Oh my
You're
lord!
gonna have. There's a gong.
Thank God we didn't say we were celebrating anything.
I almost made a joke it was our birthday because that's the first thing they asked us. They were really
Yeah,
excited, like, is this a special occasion? And I was
right,
like, is there a thing for like two like podcasters getting together and
right.
like meeting up? And so we're like, no, we're good. But there was a birthday in the house and there was a ginormous gong involved.
I did like, by the
Get
way,
excited.
it and the car ride going there. It was an Uber, and I'm showing Catherine these Saadia emails. And like, oh, this is some scary shit, and she's raiding family and blah blah blah. And then I go, but you gotta love the passion, and the driver laughs like he was listening the whole time,
And then
and
he,
then he
he
gets
revealed that he
involved.
had a stalker.
Yeah. But yeah, filet mignon roll, the deliverance roll. I'll show pictures for those into that kind of thing. But
Really good.
yeah, it was very fun, and the Moros, of course, great company.
Delightful.
Yeah, I had a
So good
lot
to
of
see
fun.
them.
Took a
Mhm.
picture.
Took
You
many.
know what was weird too? With the deliverance roll,
Yeah, okay.
waitress put it down and said, "This is for your purty mouth."
No, she
The
didn't.
fuck is
She didn't.
what is cute about that? Oh my goodness. Did you see this? They have a bathroom sign, and for men and women, the men sign is a cow standing up.
Oh,
The
I didn't
women's
see
side is
that.
a fish on the toilet. I'm like, a
I didn't
fish.
see that.
Come on.
Wow. Okay.
And it's kind of weird to me that when you walk in, again, I have some of these pictures. I forget that I live in Charlotte. I was saying
Right.
that how when I see a movie and it takes place in New York City, I'm like, that's us, guys. Oh wait. I'm in Charlotte. So I'm taking pictures of shit like I'm a tourist. Like, no, wait, I live here.
Well, you took like 5 pictures of the fountain outside, and we were
Yes,
like, Keith, we're trying to leave, and then
I
you
need the
come
right
back.
angle.
You come back, and you're like, I keep forgetting I live here. We're like,
Right.
yeah, I'm the tourist, and I want to go home. I don't
That's
need
right.
pictures of a fountain.
But you walk into this place, Cowfish, and at the bar is a big aquarium of
Mm,
fish, of regular
mm,
fish.
mm.
Not like lobsters, and I'll have this lobster in a steakhouse. It's just regular fish you're watching. To me, that was
Right.
so
And
fucking
then you turn
weird.
the corner, and there's a full-on barn with all the
Yeah,
cows.
there's
And
a
I'm like, what
cow,
the
like,
fuck?
oh,
They're
do you want
baling
Bessie?
hay.
Yeah, I don't
Crazy.
know. I found it a
Yeah.
little weird. Well, all right.
Mm.
Then I saw a picture of the style of Banksy, that the black and white,
Yes, with the
spray painted
sushi
stencil,
roll.
and this girl, the peace girl that holds like a peace sign, like a
Mm.
heart balloon in the original. It's a sushi roll that she's
Get
holding
it?
with chopsticks. I'm like, I don't think this is an original. And then as I'm debating about it, I see a picture of Bob Ross is painting a hamburger. So I'm like, this isn't.
I actually saw Banksy once, and this is true.
Oh yeah.
So what happened was, I was walking to
They said
therapy.
we know who he is now. Is that him?
No, no. So basically, I was walking to therapy this years ago before they
Okay.
say they found out who he is. And I was walking, it's close to Central Park, right? And there's a lot of artists, like where the horses are and the carriages,
Yeah.
right? On
Yeah.
60th. So there's all like artist tents there and like stuff, people are selling stuff. And somebody was selling an entire Banksy, like, collection.
Yes.
And I glanced over at this old guy, or he was like, his head was down. And I was
Right.
like, oh, that's so rude to like sell Banksy shit to tourists. And it's not real Banksy. And I just kept
Right.
going. The next day in the news, they were like, Banksy was actually there trying to sell his art to tourists. And I was like,
That's so
I
funny.
saw that, but he has a head down. I think he was wearing
Yeah.
a fake beard or something. But
Okay.
and all these people were like, can you believe New Yorkers walked by and didn't realize it was Banksy? It's like, yeah, we didn't realize it was fucking Banksy, which is why we didn't buy his shit because it's
I would have known
disrespectful.
those aliens were real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna buy Banksy shit from a guy who's clearly not Banksy and oh
Right.
LOL jokes on us. Fuck you. Like we're
Right.
walking to therapy here.
Did he? I have you seen what Banksy supposedly looks like?
I have later on, and I think it was that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I only saw a figure of a guy, and his head was down wearing a hat. Like he looked very like covered up, kind of
Did
thing.
that when does that affect the price of his works when you see like I don't know what I expected, but a cool rock and roll dude, not this old guy.
I think I don't know. No, I think it's Banksy, and
I'm just
Banksy's awesome. I
curious.
don't give a shit. Yeah, yeah.
There's a what's that style? What's this style? I'll put pictures up, but of a painting. It's like a famous artist,
Oh,
and it looks like cartoons
it looks like
with
comic book.
dots.
The
Comic
comic
books, right?
book thing. Yeah, I don't know what the exact art style that
And here's
is.
in this one, obviously, it's a rip off or a joke.
Mhm.
She's holding what looks like a chicken wing from
Yes.
regular chicken wings, the small ones,
Mhm.
and she's looking at us, going, "Where's the beef, Colonel?"
Yeah.
And then the Kentucky Fried Colonel is behind her, and he's
Colonel
saying,
Sanders.
"Drums, Colonel Sanders, drumstick with a period under it, an
Mhm.
exclamation point." Very sexual.
I'm trying to find the picture right now of Colonel Sanders with the wife that I was telling you about. Sorry, I'm back on my phone. I
What's
turned it on just
this?
for this.
All right.
And it's a very sexualized picture of him feeding her chicken. Oh
Oh,
man, I have to find it later. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to spend.
okay.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
So he is a very sexual character, it seems.
Okay, can you?
Oh yeah. And look at her eyes. He's like looking. I'll put
I
that in
think
the
that's the
pictures.
wife. I
But
think
yeah,
that's the
she's
wife.
looking into the camera, like, look what I'm doing.
Hmm.
He's looking at her like,
Yeah.
you take that.
Yeah. All right, turning my phone back
Okay.
off. The
Kentucky
Democratic Party is texting.
Fried.
Yeah,
One
sexy,
more movie
sexy.
we saw. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
I love this movie.
It's
And my
very cool.
downstairs neighbor, I spent 4th of July with her and my other friends and neighbors, and she watched it after because I recommended it and
Yeah.
she loved it as well. So,
It's different. Nothing's
mhm.
like it. It's Sam Rockwell who always does quirky shit.
It is fun. It's a
Yes.
really dark comedy. Like I actually started rewatching it again after we had our 4th of July and I had to go to sleep because I was, a big napper, but I
Sure.
wanted to watch the opening scene again because I
Mm.
kind of just needed to go back and
When he's in
like,
the diner saying
yes.
the world's gonna die, come with me.
Yeah, it's really good.
AI is gonna take over the world. I was saying the other day, does this ever happen to you? How I woke up one morning
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't smoke. I'm completely sober from the night before, just to be very clear. And it took like 2 full seconds to remember who I was, where I was, what my life story was. I'm just looking around. I'm like, and
Wait,
I'm
when
not
was this?
scared. This is just some morning. And I woke up and I'm like, I'm not scared, but I'm like, where the fuck? Okay, my bedroom, Charlotte. I had a recent breakup. I'm working on a book about it. Okay. And it made me like think about AI. Like, are we in a fucking simulation? The guy didn't get to me
Oh,
fast enough. Has this
interesting.
ever happened to you in the morning?
Oh, well, normally when I'm traveling and I wake up in a hotel or if I stay at like a new lover's
Right.
apartment or something where I'm like, where am I? But it actually did not happen to me on this vacation, either in the house we were staying at in
Right.
California with my girlfriends or at your house. I woke up and I knew where I was, and that actually never happens. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
exactly where I was at each time I woke up, even though I used to I would wake up from your couch or from the
Right.
blow up bed or from your
Good for
actual
you.
bed, depending on where we were all like moving our bodies around.
Do you
Um,
think, maybe like this person, he wasn't playing the arcade of my life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He didn't put in the quarter fast enough, or he put in the quarter and didn't press start yet.
Yeah.
Everything's a fucking joke. Have fun in this life. We're all gonna wake
Yeah.
up in an
Good luck.
arcade when
Have
we die
fun.
anyway. Yeah,
Don't
good luck.
die.
Have fun. Don't die. Yo, you played Keith? Did you forgive your dad? That unlocks the gold.
Oh my gosh.
You
You know
get it.
what?
You play the arcade. Of a person. Run up the block, down the block, left on the block, right on the block, jump, pull out a gun. That's God mode.
There was a lot in that movie that made me think about many things. It was really good. It was very well
It's
done.
very good.
You got to be prepared for it though, listeners.
You got
It's
to
a journey.
prepare. How do people center themselves, do you think, to
Oh,
be
you mean for
prepared?
this movie?
Yeah.
I don't know, just
I
be in
kind
the
of
right
just played
mood.
it.
Yeah, just be ready to like go on a journey.
Okay.
Basically like stick with the opening scene. You'll get the gist of the comedy and understand it's going to be dark and weird and funny and hilarious and strange.
I'm always ready for journeys. The big news in the video game world is Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out. And it
Cool.
is and 5 and even 4. These are so fucking detailed. And now if you put on a Madden football game, if you don't tell somebody, they'll think it's a real game. I mean,
Yeah.
the graphics are so fucking crazy, and this is looking insane. And the joke now is that Grand Theft Auto, when you would play it even before, they have like you're taking over this town in violent ways, robbing people's cars, of course. But also you can play tennis as a side mission. You work out, your guy gets bigger. You swim,
Oh,
your
right.
your lungs get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. So now the joke is with Grand Theft Auto 6, you have to pay child support. Grand Theft Auto 6, I saw this skit from two guys. It's very funny. You do an oil change in real time.
Oh
If you
no.
get a stomach ache, you have to stay in bed for for the rest of the day. You can't do other missions. Your character has a secret passion for stop motion animation, but he's too scared to try it on his own.
Hmm.
You cry every 6 minutes in the new Grand Theft Auto. So I'm comparing it to this AI movie. It's like, I don't know. If we were in a simulation, it's starting not to blow my fucking
I
mind.
always think about that with shows like 24 and The Pit, everything that happens in real time, where it's like,
Right.
when do they go to the bathroom?
But,
Like, I get that you're chasing terrorists, whatever,
right.
Kiefer Sutherland in 24, but like, does he ever stop to pee?
Right,
No,
right.
he does not.
Well, that's why he's a hero.
Yeah.
Do you ever like waste a day and at the end of the day you're like, oh, looks like the simulation had no plans today?
Actually, yes. Yes, those are most of my days when I have days off and I just want to like watch Survivor.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
AMC Theaters have expanded its agreement with National Cinemedia, the
Mm,
company that sells and produces pre-show advertising for many U.S. movie theaters.
mm.
The deal allows more advertising inventory before movies. I don't know if you saw me check my phone right after the credits, before the movie started. I like to know how long these pre-shits are. Disclosure day, 25 minutes easily.
Right. Yeah. When I saw the last time I saw a movie in AMC, I saw Sheep Detectives and I
Hmm.
saw Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
They do tell you this is in New York AMC, so we're a little bit more fancier.
Okay.
They actually do tell you the preview time, so you know when to go.
They tell you the real exact preview time per
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, my thing just says 25 to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. No, one said 25 minutes, one said 30 minutes.
Okay, that's
So I think that
different.
was specific to
Okay.
yeah.
How can we have more ads? AMC specifically. How?
Well,
It's going to be a day before.
I just want to know when Nicole Kidman gets on there because everyone loves that.
Oh, of
They're not
course.
going to stop using that because it's just
You
so fucking
can't.
perfect.
They get
Yeah.
rid of that and put an extra Coke commercial. There's going to
Oh,
be
can you
riots.
imagine? Riots. Yes.
Expect a longer pre-show consisting of commercials, trailers, and theater promos. Of course, that's as a movie director, this would upset me. As a producer, this would upset me. There's something with my time that I do get fucking fatigued. And if your movie is 2.5 hours as is, and without exaggeration, right now
Hmm.
we're at half an hour before,
Hmm.
I'm gonna get fucking antsy. A
Movies used
comedy
to
show, if I love it, can't be too long.
movies used to have intermissions also.
I bring that back for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I want to do a poll with you before we get out of here. This
Oh
was the
yeah, I got to
last.
eat food.
Of course, you're dying over there. I was bringing up the fridge and all this food. Of course, it was
I know, now
teasing
I'm
you.
hungry.
The last poll was, have you ever asked, said, or threw something so that another theater goer would be quieter? Have you ever shushed somebody? Have you ever said, quiet,
No,
please?
but I've
No.
been shushed by my mother
Oh,
recently.
really?
The older she gets, she's a little looser in her thoughts,
Okay.
in a good way. And we were at AMC about to watch a movie, right? And the trailers were happening because we'd gone in there, and then my sister went to the bathroom, my nephew with this and that. This is Sheep Detectives. And then I turned to my mother while the previews are happening and the lights are still partially
Oh,
on.
that's fine.
I turned to her and I go, "Oh yeah, by the way, remind me to tell you about that actor." And she goes, "Catherine, we don't talk during movies." And I'm like, "Did you just shush me?" And she's like,
Right.
"Yeah." And I was like, "It's the preview." She goes, "Shh." I was like, "You know what, Mom?" She also shushed somebody during Hamilton. So we finally saw Hamilton after the
Right.
pandemic when it reopened because tickets were actually available because before you couldn't get Hamilton
The
tickets.
live play, of course.
Yeah, the
Okay.
live Broadway musical. And the women behind us couldn't help but sing along to the entire soundtrack,
Right.
which I didn't give a fuck. It's fine. We're all still feral after the pandemic. The fact that we're
Right.
outside is amazing.
Right.
They're
I
all
agree.
wearing masks and everything still. And my mother was like, "Can you stop?" And I was like, "Mom, it's okay. Don't worry." She goes, "Well, I didn't pay to listen to them sing Hamilton."
Right.
And I'm like, that is a fair point. So the answer is yes. What about you, Keith? It sounds like you want to tell a story about you shushing someone.
It's more, well, that theater we were at, I didn't tell you this.
Oh,
Recently, a guy took out a gun because he was shushed.
wait, because he was shushed
Yeah.
and he pulls out a. Wait, you
And
were at the theater?
no, no, but it happened.
Oh my
This is
God.
like, I could have been at 9/11, but it was Obsession, but not the time I went. But the guy pulled out a gun because he was shushed. And you
Is
see
this
the
in the
lights
news?
off. You don't know who you're fucking with. Lights come on. You're fucking with a guy with a gun. It's Charlotte.
This is in the news. And
This
so
made the
then what
news, yeah.
happened?
And it didn't. It was more threats, and that was it. But there was a live gun that was brandished. The cops came, and I forget what happened after
Okay,
that.
so
But
when the Knicks won and there was that big, parade, right? So
right,
my workspace is a block away from City Hall. So the spillover crowd, my building, right? The spillover crowd from the parade just kept going into like our work area. So we
right,
were just taking turns going out and walking around because we were able to get right back in the building because we have IDs and stuff. But it was like so fun to go out and be a part of the crowd, right?
right.
And unbeknownst to me and a coworker, not 10 feet away from us, we found out in the news later. We know exactly where that was because we were there. A guy got slashed in the neck by a bottle. But check
Oh,
this shit out. The guy was fine, didn't know he got slashed. Turns out it was just an accident because people were just so fucking happy
Jesus.
that like we didn't even know. And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. We were just partying." And they were partying. We were having the best
Right.
time. It was hilarious. But he's like, "Yeah, there was no commotion. I know exactly where that was. We were 10 feet away the whole time, exactly what time of day it was. We were right there, and nobody said shit because everyone was like so jazzed
Right.
to
Right.
celebrate. And the guy didn't even need to know he had to go to the hospital. Someone's like, "Oh, you're bleeding." He's like, "Ah, whatever."
Yeah, I mentioned like if you're when it comes to the theaters, if you're suicidal,
Oh,
start shushing people. Death by shushing. That's a
uh,
dangerous. And there's something shush
yeah,
as
but you're in a
opposed to
carry,
quiet.
you're in an open carry state.
Right, as opposed to um like quiet please, or do you mind if I've done that? I'm like, do you mind quieter please? Like almost like I'm a little bitch, could you? Cause but I would
Yeah.
never shush. That's what you do to a kid, and it's emasculating, and somebody's gonna fucking cut
See,
you. So I wouldn't do that.
I don't want to instigate something. So in my general experience in life is when someone is acting inappropriate in a space where people normally know how to behave, there might be something wrong
Right.
with them and just don't be the one to start business.
Right.
Because yeah, I've been in theaters where people are chatting and I can tell that they don't care about if I told them to shut up. It's
I've
not that they're like, "Oh, I
piggybacked
didn't
somebody. Somebody
know."
has
Yeah.
said like, "Hey, shut up," and I'm like, "Yes, please."
Yeah, I've done that. But I don't want to be the first one because I
Right.
feel like the person will immediately turn around and be like, "Oh yeah,"
The
because they
poll
don't care.
results for did you shush or ask somebody to
Oh,
be quiet or throw something 50-50.
oh, interesting.
50-50.
So
And
that's
I
us.
almost I almost died once. Me and Kenda were seeing the movie Dark Blue. And it's not a good
Hmm.
movie, and it's a Kurt Russell. He's a cop during the
Oh,
Rodney
I
King. He's a white
remember.
cop, of course, during the Rodney
Yeah.
King riots in L.A. And somebody was snoring close to the end of the movie when finally something's
Oh,
happening.
right.
And they were sitting by themselves, and I happened to have pennies, and so I threw them at him across the room, hoping he'd get up. And then I hear, "What the fuck, motherfucker?"
Oh
And he had
no.
like three people with him, like three rows in front of him. And then
Oh,
it's the end of the movie. The lights come on. We don't want to run because somehow that might encourage more, but we are walking
yeah.
briskly to our car
Did
and
they stop
hearing
you?
pennies being thrown back.
They threw the. I mean, they kind of had a point, Keith.
It was scary shit. So I
Hmm.
am more careful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What did you pick up for your friends at the? as a gift at the airport? Did you get something?
I did actually,
What'd
yeah.
you get?
So I wasn't sure what to get. So Rod and Karen were giving suggestions about what North Carolina is known for,
Duke
and it
mayonnaise?
was basically
Duke's?
mayonnaise,
Okay.
barbecue, cigarettes. So I
Right.
didn't get any of those, but I did find there's a I forget the name of the place now, but there's a cookie company that's almost in its hundredth year. That is a classic cookie company from North Carolina,
Okay.
and I got them these really good ginger snaps. And so I bought my friend vanilla honey from this really awesome small local whatever because I know she's
Right.
into cooking. So I found this special place that I looked up, and I was like, oh, she would know what this is, and it's really good.
Right.
And then for my coworkers, I bought a box of these ginger cookies, and everyone lost their damn mind today. They were like, "Where'd you get
Okay.
these cookies?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I left a note saying North Carolina, motherfuckers." And by the way, Keith, so many people work from home now
Right.
that when I came back today from a week and a half away, only one person said welcome back. Everyone else, no one fucking noticed. They get the
Right.
cookies and they go, "What's in North Carolina?" And I'm like, I told you I was." They were like, "Oh, you were away? Where'd you go?" I'm like, "Shut you motherfuckers. You don't listen to a word anyone says to you. You think everyone's working from home and you're the one working like we just barely see each other some days." So I get it.
Right. What's the
Yeah.
story about you on the plane from CLT to NYC? There was an
So
air. They went through your purse.
well, okay, so okay, here's the thing. I lived through 9/11. New York airports are really on point when it comes to security. It's a thing and everyone's always so nice. It's always the smaller towns, no offense, Keith.
Sure.
Smaller town airports that are really, really fucking weird, right? So I already went through security and got through no problem because I'm an
Right.
ace of a packer. You saw me getting
Yes.
repacked. I'm like, I got the
You know
laptop
what you're
ready to
doing.
go. I got
Yeah.
my like under 3 ounce everything bag. I'm good.
It's Army standard, quite
Yeah.
frankly. You
Yeah.
know.
So I get through no problem and I get to the gate, right? And they start boarding. And yes, I am in comfort class. So I'm one of the first ones to board. So I got my
Nice.
carry-on, then I got my purse, right? And it's one of those things like the broken window laws where they kind of just have to keep pretending that you're safe and making everyone feel safe around you by rechecking every fifth person
Gotcha.
because they were doing it to every fifth person because I was counting.
Okay.
And when they stopped me, this fucking bitch, I'm sorry, because like you can have a nice attitude. Like, I've already
Right.
gone through security. Like, this is going to be
Right.
fine. And she goes, "Give me the bag, please." And I was like, "Oh, assuming it's my big bag,
Right.
right?" So like they need to go through, or maybe the plane's too heavy. She goes, "No, the green one." I was like, "Oh, my purse." And she grabs it, and then she takes that like drumstick thing and starts like looking
Stirring
around,
it.
stirring it. And then she goes, "Is there anything in here that is sharp and can be used as a weapon?" And I said, "Well, actually, yes. My EpiPen. I have allergies."
Right.
And then she looked at me. She's like, "Okay, you can go now." And I'm like, "Who the fuck? Really?"
They like it. It's a
I
power trip.
literally was
Those
in the
ones like
tunnel and
it.
like already wheeling my bag and ready to go. And I'm like, "Yeah." And do you have any sharp? I have a pencil in my bag. Yes, I have sharp objects. They already went through security.
Right.
So I think when I said, "Yes, I do, I have an EpiPen," that is a sharp
Maybe
object.
they're literally looking for a fight, some of these people. And
I
they're like,
think so. And
please
also,
attack me.
an EpiPen can be used as a weapon. You
Right.
could kill someone if you put it in the heart. And they were
And they
like,
go, well, that's safe. And you go, not the way I
"Yeah,
can do it.
not the way I can do it, bitch." I
That's
don't know.
right.
I just feel like it's always the smaller cities. The only times
Right.
I've ever been stopped and patted down are when I'm flying back to New York through a small, teeny tiny town, and they're like, "Ma'am, stand over here." And
Right.
I'm like, well, try going to LaGuardia JFK. Roman's like, "Hey, how's it going? Cool. Just
Right.
step in here. All right, I'm going to pat you down. Thanks. Have a good flight." Like, we've been through the attack.
These towns, right, right. These towns, when you go to the security, you go, America. And they go, America.
America.
May
Fuck
I
yeah.
look through your purse, please? Like
Yes.
it's much, much more
Well,
friendlier.
it's kind of
That's the
like after
secret.
9/11 happened and there was a huge military budget, and all of a sudden you see towns in Missouri with Humvees looking for
Yeah.
terrorists. And I'm like, y'all, they're
Right.
not going to come after you.
Right.
Okay, chill.
Also, you're these fucking giant vehicles. You're giving them a warning.
Yeah, it's
It's not
like,
very stealth.
no offense, but you're not attackable. It's,
Was this from the airport, the picture you showed me? A Little God Time. It's a book. A Little
oh,
God
yes.
Time for
Yes.
Men.
Yes. They had so many funny, they had a women's section. Yeah. Little God time for men. Female section, like women, what do we want? God will tell. Like it was
It's
I
pink.
could have taken so many. Oh, of course it's pink. There were so many cute books, but I didn't want to be the weirdo taking pictures of Bible books and being like, religion, am
Right.
I right? So I did it kind of like on the sly, like pretending like I was interested. So that
Yeah,
was
I remember when I was in Israel, I took this is true. I don't know what it's called. Like you hold like a little piece of plastic and you wrap this ribbon around your arm. Jews will know. And
Hmm.
I did that to take a picture in my sleeveless Poison the Band shirt.
Right.
And yeah. Somebody had it talking to me. So sure, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. I'm like, I'm a tourist.
That's true.
Catherine, what should the audience know? What's doing? I will allow you to eat.
Oh, I am hungry. That's what's going on right now.
Okay,
Everything's good. Yeah, just I actually have an audition for a commercial tomorrow morning,
do
so I
it.
gotta
Go to that.
go to that. So everyone wish me all the things on that. And I just want to say, Keith, you're an amazing host.
Yes.
You're such a good friend. I had such a wonderful, relaxing time with you.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
this is actually really important. When I found out that you were so feeling like you're on vacation, that you were sleeping
Yes.
and I was sleeping a lot, that to me is a sign of two good friends who travel well together.
Yes.
And like you kind of trust, because you know when you're on a bad vacation and you don't want to take a nap,
Yeah.
it was because I just come from visiting my friends in California.
Right.
Same thing. We slept a lot together, not like, together,
Right.
but you know what I mean? Because like when your body feels so relaxed, you're like,
That's what it
ah.
is. Yeah.
And so everyone visit Keith and buy him more mugs. He only has 3 mugs. And
The
some more glassware, and you have dinnerware, which is nice.
I said about how I have all these games, but we didn't get to them.
We didn't. Well, no, we played trivia, so there's that.
We did do trivia, but don't worry
Mhm.
about how that ended up.
Yeah.
Well, love you so much. You know
Oh,
that,
I love you, darling. It
and
was so good to see you, and thank you
I'm
for
very
having
glad
me.
that you had this idea. It's fantastic.
Oh, well, I appreciate you, my friend. So
All right.
you have
We'll
a good
see you
night. Let
guys.
me eat.
Thank you. You may eat. Go, 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 go.